Good, sorry.
Welcome, everyone, to our last-minute Saturday night horror stream. Thank you for joining us.
Wait, this is horror? I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
Are the lights supposed to be this bright?
No.
Good luck.
Anyways.
Do you want to just restart this?
Just keep going, babe.
Let me interrupt you. Why'd you stop? All right. So I have made this up today, and also a shout out to Jones on Twitter who gave me a couple monster ideas and I bounced stuff off of. But I pulled this out. Hopefully it's going to be fun. But this session is called the Changeling. So I'm going to let you guys go around, give a name, class of your characters, and then I'm going to bring it all together. Starting right here.
Wait.
They're not ready.
Anyways.
All right. Well, let's see. I go by Riha, and I am playing the character Michael Chamberlain today. He is a variant human, class of Paladin. Of course, we're all starting at level 2. Has some old order background. He's a bit of an older hand at things. Just sort of getting back into the adventuring lifestyle, if you will. Been traveling with Brindlebeard here for a bit. Has some older but well-kept chainmail, shield, has a mace, and I suppose you could say he may have lost a few friends in his history, so he has a few good stories.
Nice.
So I'm a coach, Castle Mac coach. I am playing Turgan Brindlebeard, who usually just goes by Brindlebeard to most people. He is a dwarf fighter because it's the only class that matters, and he is currently traveling with his friend Michael Chamberlain. He was from a kind of like a mining settlement, and he had to make some choices in his life that he's not too proud of, and is trying to kind of correct those as he goes along. So
Hopefully he can.
we'll see.
All right. I am playing Bit, the fighter rogue goblin. I know you have maybe some backstory planned, but he comes from the Black Feather tribe and is traveling with these ladies whose stuff I won't spoil. But he is essentially a little bit reluctantly traveling with them, I think.
I don't think so, actually.
Okay, all right, that's cool. But I do think goblins are not exactly civilized or accepted in most places, so I think he mostly very much disguises himself, wearing hoods pulled over his head and trying to pass like a halfling or a child or something.
I like it.
That's why he has expertise in stealth.
Ninja.
I am Cecilia Greyleaf, sister to Cinder Greyleaf. More pixies.
Oh my God! You guys
And I'm Cinder. and I'm Cinder Greyleaf, and we're sisters.
I'm a druid, dude.
And I'm a bard.
Yes.
So we're inheritors. So we both inherited 2 pieces of one map, and so that's kind of led us to where we are.
Which led us to start adventuring, which I think will fit nicely into what you have.
The first point on the map when we put it together is where we are.
Okay.
If that
yes.
drives.
It absolutely does, which will get us to you guys first. You two have been pixies in a small forest on the Sword Coast. The Sword Coast over a year ago was wrecked fighting Tiamat. Things are strange a year later. Magics are amiss. There are ancient things being awoken, nameless things. You two are actually nobility in the pixies, but you're almost never seen. Most people have no idea that pixie society exists. Your mother came to you both, gave you each half of a map. You have been tasked by the Queen of the Summer Court in the Feywild, investigating strange happenings on the material plane that overlap with the Feywild. Things are strange. And you've been specifically dispatched to... First you went to Golden Leaf, but you've now found that a point on the map of an area that's being incredibly strange. Nature is out of whack. Things are growing too fast, other things dying. You have to go to the edges of Crypt Garden Forest, which you know to be a fell place due to the large dragon who has resided there for thousands of years. Old Gnawbone.
What did you just call him?
Old Gnawbone.
Nothing.
It's a sheep.
Oh, sheep.
Bit, you wandered into their forest after a battle at some point. Your goblin band fought another goblin band full of orcs, and you guys were killed to the last goblin. You had grievous wounds as you slowly walked into a forest and fell into a nice glade and clover patch. And shortly thereafter, you saw sparkling lights coming towards you. Oddly enough, the pixies decided to cure your wounds. And you have been indebted to them ever since.
Cool.
And the Queen of the Pixies, in fact, tasked you with protecting her daughters on this mission.
Cool, love it.
Did you tell us her name?
I did not. Her name is...
What is it, John? What's
B
her name?
goal.
is Shalinthar.
Okay.
Shalinthar.
Boom! Y'all asked, that's her name.
Asked and answered.
Let's just say Tharia.
No,
Shalantharia.
No, no.
Shalinthar.
He told you the name.
Shalantharia is her name.
I will-
Shalithar in two others.
Okay.
Outsiders.
I'll stop ruining this. Let's go.
You two have been friends for many years. You haven't constantly been in contact with each other, but you've adventured a bit before. You guys have been to each other's homes. You know each other. And frankly, after the war at the Well of Dragons, most of your comrades aren't around. Many of them fell. You guys met up together to decide to go. You have something to make up for. He's a trusted friend. You got a little restless and frankly felt a sense of duty. So you guys have headed out and taken the adventuring life. You went naturally to Golden Leaf, where the Order of Rorik gives out quests, contracts, and helps out. There, you were actually tasked with helping an investigation into the edges of Crypt Garden with 2 pixies and a goblin.
It's a bit strange bedfellows, if you ask me, but I think we'll do.
Well, you see, we need a little bit of coin to get started on our end goals, and frankly, helping out 2 pixies couldn't hurt.
Suppose we all need help from time to time.
Aye, that's what brought us back together, my friend.
And coin is coin.
Yeah, coin is coin, unless it's, well, not made from the right material, but...
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Technically true.
Well, I suppose that would be the dwarven way of looking at things.
Things get a bit skewed down here. So,
Fast forward, you guys have been traveling together for a couple weeks. The closer you've gotten to Crypt Garden, the more you're seeing strange and almost unexplainable things. Livestock is being born with far too many in a litter, far more than typical. You guys recognize this. Extra limbs are coming out, and also vegetation that should be healthy is just a blight in random areas. It's not far-reaching. It hasn't grabbed the attention of perhaps adventurers with more prowess, but it is strange, and the closer you get, the stranger it gets. You were told to make contact with somebody that was close to Crypt Garden, and we can do that now. You know that his name is Leosin, and he is a Harper contact.
Nice.
Who was told? All of us?
All of you. You guys went to Golden Leaf. You besieged the witch Nithbis, who dispatched 2 other heroes together and sent you guys on your way, and said that you were to meet with Leosin closer to the edge of Crypt Garden, that he would know more. He's from that area. And you know he's a harper. You two actually understand that they're keeper of arcane secrets, and they have a pretty good network. You guys are like, does he play a harp? I mean,
I don't suppose you ladies have seen nature like this before?
Have we seen nature like this before?
No, sister, this is quite.
We haven't.
It's quite strange to me as well. Figured you ladies might know more.
Do we know more? Maybe later.
What about you, dear Bit?
Can't say as I've seen anything quite like this.
I can't say I have either. The stone never moves quite like this, or dies like this. Unless by Mother Nature's hands.
Of course you would focus on the stones, but for me, it's the strange smells about.
I agree.
Noticed a few strange smells myself.
Was that a goblin joke again?
May have been. Don't suppose you mind, Bit, but we are travelling companions. A little levity is always appreciated, at least as far as I know.
Levity.
Fair enough.
I don't think he quite took to that one.
Don't think so either.
I'm going to take
That's
this
not
opportunity to pass out Castle Mac inspiration. This is player-given inspiration tokens that can be awarded from player to player based on role-playing, cool decisions, or if you just think a buddy needs it. I'll also give out some inspiration. Also, anybody watching, we do have a divine favor. If you guys want to change the fates and have the gods smile upon them, you can put some bits down and they will all get a benefit from it.
Well, I suppose that'd be mighty kind.
So you guys have come to a crossroads. It's your typical. Also, the skies have been continually overcast for the past couple days. The closer you get, you guys see a looming hill up in the distance, and you see a crossroads with signs pointed each way, and you see a figure standing there.
I suppose this is our contact.
Could be. Kind of a strange thing to stand just by a crossroads daily.
Mm.
Might indicate he's waiting for somebody.
Be on the lookout, yes.
The cunning of dwarves.
Was that a dwarf joke?
Yes.
As you were, Bit. As you were. He giveth and taketh. So, do we notice a change of temperature as we're going? Like, is it obviously getting worse and worse weather, or is it just kind of like...
It's not necessarily a temperature change, and it's not necessarily like an oncoming storm that you feel. It's just that it feels like it's been unseasonably cloudy.
Gotcha.
Just a bit gloomy.
Just dismal.
We'd probably be,
Yeah, we're bright pixies.
yeah, we need sunshine. So
That's unfortunate.
we'd probably be a little,
We would notice that.
Wish the ladies weren't so
Sister,
cranky
I've not
all the
seen
time.
this.
It's been a bit trouble.
Well, they lack their sunlight. They...
Well, I suppose I'd be cranky too if I needed the sun.
Y'all keep going.
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Okay, I can twist.
we're good.
Okay.
You seem to have the gift of chat, human. You should go introduce yourself.
Cecilia, would you mind providing a bit of aerial cover, if you were?
Sister, I will return. Don't be gone too long.
I'll fly around.
Right. Your tiny, bright fairy wings. At this point, you've spent quite a bit of time being visible in the material world, which is new for you. And you have a bright, almost firefly buzz as you scan and make those circles. And you see a half-elf. He's standing, he's got a hood pulled back. He's standing like this, looking at clearly what is your party.
Would we know that Leosin was going to be a half elf?
Yeah, you would. You were told that he was a half-elf. Yes.
Okay, so I'll fly back and I guess I won't land. We don't really land. And I would say, sister, we need to go talk to him.
You guys probably need to talk a little louder. Whispering probably doesn't come through on the mic as well.
That's too bad.
Okay.
No, okay, noted.
Do a high whisper.
Yeah. Do the fake whisper.
Sister,
There you go.
help. We should get one of them to talk to him. One of you needs to go talk to him.
Funny, thought I had mentioned something like that. Good idea.
Thanks. We had it ourselves.
Alright, friend.
So wise.
Suppose I can go
Together
talk. Sure.
I always got
Good
your
to
back.
present a united front. We walk on up the hill a bit and. Well met.
Are you Leosin?
He takes a step forward and he almost comes out of the shadow of the post. I am Leosin. You must be the dispatch from Golden Leaf. Is that correct?
You would be correct, sir.
That is where we've
Pleasure
been
to
sent
meet
from.
My name is Michael. This is my companion, Brindlebeard.
Michael. Brindlebeard.
Bit.
Bit.
These two ladies are, well, Cecilia and Cinder. They're companions of ours.
You notice that Leosin is not as struck by everybody else. Most people have never seen you, so it takes at least some staring, but he's like, pixies. It's been a long time since I've seen pixies. I understand you're investigating strange occurrences closer to Crypt Garden.
Then that is what our docket said. Yes.
We were assigned to help these ladies. See what we could do.
Very well. Well, there are strange things happening around all through the desert and valley right now. Strange weather patterns and otherwise. Crypt Garden has maintained the same grim nature for hundreds of years. I would be careful. But I have noticed and have spoken to my friends in the Ember Enclave. Nature and time, for that matter, don't seem to be working the same way. Seasons are changing quickly. Things will go through an entire life cycle. Others will grow far too fast.
Could the same happen to us?
He considers it. Perhaps.
My people are not particularly long-lived. I don't want to come out of here an invalid.
Agreed. Michael and I are getting a little long in the tooth, as one would say.
One might say.
You see him kind of regarding it. You also notice as his kind of collar comes down, he has clear scars.
Suppose a bit of risk just comes with the job.
I would think so. It is not easy work heading even close to Crypt Garden.
I think they're
No doubt you've all heard of Old Gnawbone.
Have we?
Yes.
We've heard a bit.
We've heard. But if the Twinkle Sisters to bid me to follow them, I shall.
I'd twirl around a little bit in the air and a little pixie dust would come out.
He smiles. Well, then let me point you in the direction of a strange happening from some people I came to find. It seems they've seen strange things on the edge of the woods. They've had livestock go missing. And the woman seems a bit distraught. Something about her baby. She seems to be convinced that fell magic has taken place. The husband thinks perhaps, with all that's happened with the wars and whatnot, that her mind is just addled. They live right on the edge of the forest, and that's where the strangest things have been happening. I would go talk to them.
Alright.
Sounds like a good lead.
Good first stop. A direction to point in.
Certainly so.
Then you're looking for the Lackman farm. Follow this road, cut down, and then head to the southeast. You should find it no problem. Not many are brave enough to even have a homestead close to here.
Brave or stupid?
Wouldn't know.
Regardless, but they are here and do need our help.
Won't argue that.
Sounds like we've got our work cut out for us.
Thank you, Master Leosin. Is there anything else you can tell us?
I'm afraid not, and I'm afraid I have pressing business in the valley myself. So I will bid you good luck.
And good health.
Sisters.
Great.
Alright. I guess.
We'll head down that road to the
Yep.
southeast.
Okay. You guys do, and for a while, it's a winding dirt road that cuts through the hills. The grass is long, it's blowing in a breeze that's picking up, and again, the clouds are just dark, hanging over this place heavily. It almost looks like storm clouds, the way storm clouds move quickly, dark, but then not. You keep expecting rain that doesn't come. As you come over a small hill, you see what's clearly a homestead. It's got a barn, it's got a couple fences, what look like livestock, not much livestock right at the moment. And you see a small wooden home. It's got the cobblestone chimney that's clearly puffing out smoke from it. Not another structure in sight.
Are there any animals around?
There would be closer to the farm. There's livestock within a couple livestock. There's like 2 pigs, a couple chickens rolling around.
Any like domestic animals?
Like a pet?
Mm-hmm.
No, not that you see from here.
Okay.
Is this homestead like right on the edge of the woods, or is there like space between the woods and homestead?
There's space. I mean, it's
Okay.
not right against.
Gotcha.
You can clearly. Crypt Garden is a huge forest.
Yeah.
Frankly, you can see it. It's not far off, but you
Yeah.
do realize you're in the foothills, and it's like it just starts to get a bit more trees as you go, but it's still not quite into what you would think would be Crypt Garden proper.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, we should go. No point wasting time.
Right. Make our way.
I think we'll kind of fly up ahead.
Sounds good, ladies.
Alright.
Be careful, sisters.
I'll blink out invisible.
Yeah, same.
Both going invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys see small pixie dust and shimmering lights, and then quite suddenly, and nothing, except for a small bit of pixie dust that falls.
Always forget they can do that.
Well, suppose that's a good thing.
It'll be handy.
First off, so
Yeah, it's nothing I've seen before, but
suppose
however,
that's just how long.
as we are, let us. I guess they might not be expecting visitors, but we're not unkindly folk.
Do we see anything from the...
I am an unkindly folk.
Well, you might want to put your hood up, Master Bit.
I am used to people's prejudices.
As unfortunate as they are.
My
You
people
see
have a
animals
reputation.
now?
You're talking about pets specifically?
Or like rats or mice or.
There are a couple field mice as you get closer for sure, but there are no pets.
Do we see any humanoids?
I mean, you can see figures clearly moving within the house.
In the house?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, there's a roaring fire. There's clearly lanterns lit.
I don't know how alive it was.
Yep.
Okay.
It looks clearly like it is a lived-in homestead.
What time of day is it?
Currently, it is probably about noon.
So around lunchtime, so
Yes.
to say. Okay. Cool.
That's
But
correct.
still not sunny.
No. I mean, it's
It's
you can
been
tell the
overcast.
sun is most certainly.
We're not like talking Barovia.
We're
here,
not
but
talking Barovia level, but it is.
like a cloudy day.
It is a cloudy day, and it's maintained being cloudy days.
Okay.
So you've got.
Yeah. So I guess we'll continue walking up as they're still invisible and we,
Yeah, we'll approach the homestead and we know we've got our sort of pixie friends, well, somewhere, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'll take a cautious approach on the house, I guess you could say, just to make sure everything is swell, but if everything looks as you've described it.
I'm gonna peek in through a window.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to you. You guys, as you're walking, naturally, all of your little prep for danger shift. You see the barn, and you know the barn door swinging open a bit. You guys look in. You get a good view. Kind of walk wide. Can't see anything. The home, as you're going, you can tell that people are inside. They don't seem to have taken notice to you, but they look. You can clearly see shapes moving in there easily. So it doesn't seem like any immediate danger.
Amazed they've survived this long without keeping a watch.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any immediate threat, but it is getting around to meal time, so they might be.
Brindlebeard, you've got to really work on your stomach.
As you look
Carry
at the
some
window,
snacks next time.
you
Maybe some
see
jerky. Maybe
clearly
Use
there
4 full
is.
meals a day, my friend. This retirement really got me.
You see clearly that there's a family in there. You see a woman, and these all look. Actually, to you, it wouldn't make. You wouldn't exactly recognize that, the hardiness of the people. But you see a woman, clearly arms crossed, pacing. She's cooking dinner. You see a young boy who's kind of looking and talking with his father, and there's a man kind of picking up his son, talking. They both go over and look into a small crib, and there is a baby sitting in there quietly.
So, is the window open?
No.
Is there any way that 2 tiny little pixies could have been in the house?
Under the door or through the door frame? Yes. I
Okay.
think you could definitely slip under there, but otherwise, no.
I would like to slip in and go and look at the baby.
And I'll follow behind her.
Okay. You two both slip in and you look at the baby. It's strange. Frankly, you've seen human babies before. You've entertained human babies before. You love them. It's strange how docile it is. It looks like a beautiful young baby girl. She's blinking, kind of looking back and forth.
Not engaging like a baby would be.
Not engaging, isn't crying, isn't trying to stand up and work those little legs.
Sounds like a great baby to me, but
But you do know it's strange.
yes.
You guys and maybe try some of your typical things where you
We're
shake
invisible.
a little pixie dust, even being invisible. Typically, even being invisible, you found that babies somehow seem to be able to track you.
Babies love pixies.
It takes notice, for sure. It tracks both of you. Doesn't laugh.
Huh.
Not the way you're used to.
This is very strange.
Very strange indeed, sister.
Very, very strange. Should we go back to the others?
Let's look at the rest of the family.
Okay, we'll fly in front of their faces and just look at them.
I guess the mom and dad, are they also as
They-
disengaged?
No.
No.
They are
They're
clearly,
totally fine.
clearly engaged. Oh, hey girl, is it good night time?
So that was allowed.
Brief night-night interruption.
Brief night night. Night girl.
Give me a little Pikachu. What you got there?
Just a picture of you.
Aww.
Good night.
I don't know.
Love you. Good night, little Castle Mac Hobbit. Alright, go on. Love you.
Ham for the cam.
Ham for the ham.
Got a cam ham.
Good night, dear.
Good night, Isabel.
No hugs
Not
for
you.
Mr. Rehab.
Never rehab.
One person always has to get shafted.
Yep.
Okay, as you fly in front, you see that this woman is making dinner. She just has an incredibly sad and stern look on her face, and you see the young boy looking up, concerned, and kind of looking back to his dad. You see the dad look at her. You see his jaw kind of tighten, and then you see him pick up his son, and he was like, "What did you see in the field today? What was it?" And he's like, well, I saw 3 birds. And he's like, what kind of birds? And you can see as the son's talking, he's looking at his wife and clearly forcing a smile.
There's something wrong.
As he looks at his
What
son.
is the wife cooking?
Stew.
Okay.
It is a
It's a-
incredible smelling stew.
Okay.
And you can see her kind of half-heartedly look and try to engage, and you're like, oh, those birds are good luck. And as she turns back, you see her face just kind of fall again.
They're very sad, sister.
Hello.
As you guys see, you see the father look, set down the son, the woman turn, all 3 are looking at the door.
Is
They-
your baby looking out the door?
Yes. It does turn, but it,
Doesn't care.
no.
Okay.
And you guys can kind of hear it like stirring. You hear a pot being closed. You hear somebody sitting down. You hear footsteps on the wooden floorboards. You also smell an incredible stew cooking. Hearty.
Don't eat the stew.
Brindle Beard, this big bit of stew cooking. Won't satisfy that belly goes after all.
Warms my heart.
You see the man pick up his axe, set it by the door, step on the other side. Who is it?
A friend of what was it?
Leos.
Leos.
Friend of Leosin. Name is Michael, and companion here, Brindlebeard. We've just come to check on you, Joe.
Very good. I'll get the door. You can see him kind of look back to his family and be like, and he opens the door. You see a broad-shouldered human, maybe about 40. He's got a thick black beard, kind of this length of black hair. As he reaches, he's like, well, I'm Lackman. I'm Bran Lackman.
Lackman, nice to meet you. Like I said, my name's Michael Chamberlain. We're here, well, I suppose, on a bit of a mission. We've been told there have been some strange things going on in these woods. And, well, our friend Leosin said you folks might know a little bit about what's going on.
That I could. Shakes your hand.
Brindlebeard. Turgan
He'd
Brindlebeard.
be standing back a little bit, Cloak would be like, Bit is also here.
It's all friends.
I would giggle
Yeah.
a little.
He looks for a good long second, and you can kind of see him adding up. He's like, okay.
Sometimes it takes all sorts.
You're like, well, living this close to Crypt Garden, take a couple we can get it. You're like, please, come in.
Make our way inside.
Question.
Yes.
When they knocked on the door, we were inside, so we saw their reaction. Did he look scared? Like when he put the axe by the door, when someone knocked, did he look like scared or defensive?
He looked surprised and defensive when he did it, but you saw his demeanor calm as
When they said that
as
about
they said who
Leosin.
they were.
Okay.
So,
As we walk inside, I'm gonna put my great axe next to his woodcutter's axe up against the wall as a token of good faith, not to just walk around their house armed.
I'm gonna go and
Proper
land on his
manners.
shoulder.
It's a good idea.
Visibly?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll lay my shield and mace down there as well.
I'll land
Bit
on the
will
other
watch
side.
and just not do anything.
It's all right, Bit.
Bow over
You
his
can
shoulder.
just relax. Best you can.
Bit is relaxed.
your shield and your weapons kind of clink against the wooden walls of this place, and yes, your great axe, even being a dwarf, just looks, in comparison, I mean, his axe looks like a joke. It's a working man's axe,
Yeah.
frankly. You two see that, as they've come up, that the woman tries to pull herself together and turns and has a very limp smile. The boy, though, is you see a young boy just looking excitedly back at all of you.
Oh
yeah.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah, of
Okay. So I want to go and land on his shoulder and kind of whisper in his ear, there is something wrong. The woman is very sad.
I'll land on the other side and I'll say, yes, she's very unhappy. She's very unhappy.
In my
Very
head, I just
unhappy
think,
indeed.
quite strange. First experience of this. Alright.
Devil and angel on either shoulder.
Which one's which, though?
Yeah. Bran is this is my wife, Amafrey. This is my son, Lander. He's like, and that's our baby Betha.
Got quite a fine family here.
Thank you very much. We do have stew on. Would you like some stew?
Yes. Stew would be most
I
appreciated.
would like a little stew, yes.
He kind of looks back at Aunt Frey. He's like, "We have enough stew." She's like, "Oh yes, we have enough. We have enough stew."
I should mention as well. We've got two, well, friends as well, and two smaller friends, if you will, by the names of Cecilia and Cinder. They're lovely little ladies. If you'd like to meet them.
They're all looking if they happen to miss them behind you. They're like, Brand's like, "Oh, of course. All
I mean, is that what you
all
ladies do?
welcome
I mean,
here.
is that okay? I don't know how this
Okay, we'll
works.
blink
Yeah.
back in.
They all definitely take a
How does the baby feel about it?
baby watches.
Okay.
I mean, clearly blinks and sees. The boy, Lander, is like, ah. He's like, Dad, Dad.
Yes.
And I mean, Brand is almost a little shocked himself. He's like, and he's like, Are you two
Takes
fairies?
all sorts.
"Are you two fairies? Are you fairies?"
We are pixies.
He's I mean, you can.
We would only need a thimbleful of that stew, please. Just a thimble.
Dad, I only need a thimble, just like the stories you read. Dad, just a thimble. Do we have a thimble?
Well, there's two of us, so maybe two thimbles.
Do we have two thimbles? And you see the mom smile, legitimately like. She's like, "I do." She's like, "Excuse me." You see her go kind of into another room and come back, and she does have two thimbles. She doesn't fully know how to give them to you, so she just kind of sets them down on the table and.
I'll just dunk my head in.
If I was gonna say, if we're all sitting down to dinner, we'll be happy to join.
You guys, they put the food out. They do have some ale. You can tell that they don't have much. They've got clearly, it looks like enough stores. Like they're not destitute by any means. But this isn't much of a feast, but it is good.
Thank you for the food. Seems dangerous out here. How have you survived and thrived so long?
Bran looks around. Well, like, for the most part, like the rumors about Crypt Garden have kept most people away. We're not close enough in there for. Well, there's not that many fell things up in Crypt Garden except for old Gnawbone. She doesn't come out of the forest.
I'm sorry, who did you say?
Old Gnawbone.
Narbone. Oh, okay.
She has some other dragon name, but beyond me, I don't know what it is. They say their corpses hang out from her teeth at all times. In any case, there's a lot of land here. It's been fertile for the most part, and nobody much bothers us.
Sometimes my people lair near great beasts as well. Keeps people away.
Well, that's true, Master Goblin. It kept most of the war away from us. Plus, we're a bit far. Things have been strange lately, though.
Strange how?
Animals been acting funny, running off, winding up dead, almost of old age. And then some have just gone missing, look like they've been dragged off, but I don't know what it would be.
Not old Gnawbone.
Loss of livestock would be seems quite serious. How many have you lost?
Too many now. That's why I sought the help of the Harpers. He happened to know Leosin. He said he could probably help. We lost almost all the cows. Save one. Maybe 3 or 4 pigs. Chickens, but chickens die so frequently I can't tell if that's strange or if they're just dying, they're susceptible.
How long has this been occurring?
It's getting greater and greater frequency since the end of the war. It's getting a bit strange. I'm frankly potentially about ready to pack it in, to be honest with you. He kind of looks clearly sadly around the family, and none of them say anything. They're like, kind of just look between each other.
Well, we'll do our best to see if we can't straighten things out for it. Hopefully that's not something that comes to pass.
What else can you tell us besides the livestock? Have you seen anything? Any creatures?
Seen? No. But hear voices on the night. Just on the wind. Stopped going up through the hills. Used to go up to the old oak. But seems a shadow's been cast on that place. And
Tell us about the old oak.
Ancient tree. There's a couple cairns out there. Look like it maybe was part of a druid circle at some point. Seemingly we've always had fertile lands, especially around it. Used to be a lovely pond beyond that in the forest. Again, these are just the beginnings of the forest, not crypt garden proper, but seems like it's a bit more of a bog now.
Perhaps we should start our investigation at the oak.
Good idea, Bit. Good idea.
I think that would
Right.
be a bad place.
Why maybe it's so old. How old is your youngest?
He looks, he's like, well, she's about 9 months. You see Amafrey. You can see her tapping, and you see her just kind of jump in, and him already close his eyes as she's like, there's something wrong with her. He's like, I'm sorry, masters, but that's not my child. He's like, Amafrey. She's like, it's not, if that's not my child.
So your child isn't. You didn't give birth to it?
No, I gave birth to a child that looked just like that, but that's not my child. And you can see her getting upset and him getting up. He's like, I'm sorry. This is, I think the amount of danger that we're close to is addled my wife. She's like, I'm not addled.
We
That's
would
not my
start
child.
whispering to each other.
With all due respect, Master Bran, everything should be taken into consideration if times are as getting as strange as you say. Or what do you mean it's not your child? Exactly.
You see him kind of sit down and put just his head in his hands. And you see her, she's rubbing her hands together. She's picking at her fingernails. She's like, I had a beautiful baby, and it cried like a storm on a bad night, and I was annoyed all the time, but she also had a laugh. She also had such a laugh. And then one day she just didn't. She kind of looks at her family, and she leans in, she's like, and sometimes I hear her whispering to me awful things. Awful. Just awful. I thought it was in my head. But it's terrible. You two roll Arcana, and both of you get it at advantage.
15 plus 3? 18?
Okay.
I didn't do good. The highest was a 5.
You're frankly, from what you saw, you're like, you're so taken aback that a beautiful child would potentially do that, and you see the anguish in a mother's eyes. You know almost exactly what it is, and it dawns on you that sometimes fey creatures will take a baby and replace it with something that looks exactly like it, and the parents will never know. Sometimes the kids return years later, sometimes they don't.
When Fae do that, are the babies they replace them with human?
No,
No.
they're not. They are,
Typically,
they're constructs of some sort.
Like just a shell.
It varies. Some of them are sentient, some of them are fey creatures themselves. That's what you would think, having it whisper things.
so I would whisper in your ear and remind you of, what I just thought.
Okay.
And then I would be like, should I say something? Would it hurt her more? Should we say something?
Not yet, sister.
You also know that there's a good test. That most changelings that are replaced and most fey things do not respond well to iron, specifically. In fact, you two don't even like to touch iron.
Should we bring up the test?
Yes, let's do the test.
We'll do the test.
You see them whispering to each other, and you see her, and in the meantime, she's kind of gone on, and you know, she's got her hair just pushed back, and you see Lander looking kind of forlorn, their son. And I mean, Bran is just...
It's all right, lad. We'll straighten things out for you.
What
Don't
is this
you
axe
worry.
made of?
I have about 4 different axes of varying
Do you have
metals. I
any?
do have one made of iron on me, yes.
We'll hold hands and fly in front of her face,
Okay.
and we'll say.
I mean, as she, you know, she has a look of anguish on her face, and you two are right here.
Can we do a test?
The
On-
test.
A test on the baby.
We think we might know what happened, but we have to do a test.
We have to do the test.
She's
The
like,
test.
yes, do the test. Bran looks
Sister,
up.
let's do the test.
He's like,
Ladies,
he's like, this test won't hurt a child.
Never.
No.
We would never hurt a child. Never.
No,
What
no,
is the
sister.
test? Perhaps you should explain further.
What's your name?
Brindlebeard.
Brindlebeard. Bring one of your iron weapons. Don't worry.
So he'll kind of take a kind of hand / throwing axe out of a kind of hip holster and hand it butt end, or well,
They
hold it
won't
up.
be able to hold it.
Or kind of hold it up, I guess. Yeah.
Actually,
I forget they're not like.
will mage hand it if it's less
Nice.
than 10 pounds.
Yeah, it's a throwing axe.
All right, I'll mage hand it.
A spectral hand grabs it, and you guys start floating it over.
Towards the baby.
As you do, the baby starts crying, and it's like, Dada, Dada, and he looks up, and he's like, well, I mean, clearly we don't need the test. He's like, he's trying to walk over
Don't
to the baby.
get away from the baby. We're doing the test.
I'll just sort of hold on. Right, and I'll appreciate just give us just a moment. I promise nothing will happen to your baby. If it is as you say it is, should be no trouble at all.
You can see he is gritting his teeth and just.
They won't
Bounce.
hurt it unless it is some sort of beast.
He seems less enthused.
We would never hurt the baby. Never.
Never hurt
hurt
the
the baby.
No, sister.
The baby is starting to cry, and you see its little hands reaching up. Dada, Dada.
I'll just give us just a moment, Bran, and just a quick persuasion check if that matters.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not great. It's not great. That is a 9. This is
My axe will never harm a child.
Explain the test further. What is it to show?
Sister?
Okay, sister. Sometimes, creatures from the Fae, not like us, can take a child and replace it with one that looks just like it.
Amafrey's like. I mean, she's not even saying it. She's just. I mean,
That I told you so
like
long ago.
tears are down her face. She's like. They take her.
Then why the weapon?
We needed iron.
These creatures would not like iron.
Just as we do not like iron, but their reaction is much worse.
Has the baby never cried before since the change?
I would think it's cried, but no, it's mostly docile. She's like, it hasn't cried. Not one tear, Bran.
If we move the axe closer, what happens?
It's still crying about the same. It had already kind of picked up.
What's the
pace.
lady's name again?
Amafrey.
I'm afraid. Do you have any more iron?
She's like, I mean, we have a horseshoe. Got a lot of things ironed around here. Yep.
Would you bring it to me? Would you feel more comfortable with a horseshoe near the baby?
Bran's like, I would feel more comfortable with a horseshoe.
Please.
As would I.
Okay, then could I make him a horseshoe?
Yep. He hands it, and your mage hand picks
He'll
it
just
up.
kind of pluck the axe out of the air.
And you
put
see
it
him
back.
kind of turn now. I mean, he turns to the whole affair. And is just shaking his head.
I'll hold the horseshoe, like I'll let it graze like the baby's skin.
As you get it close and you just mean to graze it, the horseshoe drops and you start to see it sizzling. And you hear,
Sister, this is what I was afraid of.
and before you, the baby starts changing and you see a twig-like creature pulling its way out of the crib. And
I didn't put my bow away. I'd be pulling that bow out. I did not put the weapon
Y'all
down.
roll initiative.
Oh.
Is it daytime?
Yes, it is.
We got a burner.
Oh yeah.
Clearly, I was taken a bit back.
I was not. I was not.
Hey, Riha, you want to help me polish off the last of this warm mountain pool?
Oh my god.
There you go.
Coach Sean, would you like a nice beer?
I would take a nice adult slushy.
I
Yes.
suppose the
I have
Oh,
Stella
cool.
enough gold or
It's
other
fine.
things.
Rocky Mountains,
So
so
anything you bring is fine.
fresh enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm
just
fine.
warm. Yeah.
Fine.
Oh man.
Just runoff trickling down the warm summer rocks, collecting in a ditch.
A fine stagnant pool of Rocky Mountain spirit.
Oh man.
We'll see y'all smoothie to get this started.
Indeed.
Can't wait to show off my assortment of axes on this twig baby.
Perhaps you should not refer to it as a baby.
It's gonna be playing with Brindlebeard's
I am a
head.
little
That's gonna be a
relieved
little hard
it
one.
was not a
Ooh,
dingo.
need a ruler, my dude?
No, man. It's a rough house.
No, it's built that way.
Yeah.
That's the wood bowing out a little bit.
I got tablets around me. I'm doing my best, y'all.
Doesn't matter. We'll continue to give you shit.
I hope they have a square dining room table.
Will be appreciated. Large. Perhaps rectangular. Angular of some kind.
I was 12.
Thank you, Madam.
The crib is right here. There's a big.
I got you.
Is it a donut?
So what you guys have here? This is the stove. It is a cast iron stove.
Gotcha.
You have the kitchen right here. This is the door which you saw her go into. You think the bedroom. There's miscellaneous furniture just kind of around here. Nothing you can't get past. Here is the front door. So you guys go ahead and position yourselves as you think you would be.
Where was the crib?
All the way in the back there. Closest to you two.
I believe
Yeah, you guys.
I
It's
have
probably
actually
We mage
stood
handed
up
the.
Oh, okay.
to sort of hold Bran at bay.
Yeah.
He tried to approach the child.
That I do remember.
So I suppose I'd be about right there.
I'd like to actually dish out an inspiration to my other DM over here for finding.
Doing that so I don't kill you tomorrow night?
No, I'm actually doing it because you managed to get that goblin voice down to where it wasn't
He did
goofy.
provide
That was
a beverage,
A
a
nice,
tasty beverage.
lukewarm, tasty
It
beverage,
is,
boy.
Delicious.
Well, thank you. I
taste of the
appreciate
rock.
that.
I can see no blue on this can.
I thought I'd be goofing
no
to
blue.
the goblin voice, and
I didn't want him to be silly. I think everyone immediately plays a goblin as stupid. So I was like, man, I want to play.
No, I think
I
you
gave him
got
a high
that down.
intelligence and everything. Lydia, I am going to give this to you. But I wish I could split it between both
Yeah,
of you. 'Cause
I-
the
that's
Pixie
why I gave it to
sisters
Steven.
are
I was like,
incredible. So I hope someone else gives
Yeah,
them
hey,
to
I'll
Raven.
toss it that way.
Pixie sisters, the
Yeah,
gypsy
Right.
the
fiddlers.
Pixies.
But I never get an opportunity to give my wife an inspiration.
I love you.
Question, can I get a red line?
Question. Can I also?
Alright, you keep your nub. You keep your red nub.
Rub lines for everybody.
Thanks, Sean.
I need you too. Okay, what are the initiatives?
I'll go mine out. A rehop.
Well, thank you.
I want to inspire Coach Sean, because he's playing a really nice dwarf and he's good at swimming. Is your dwarf good at swimming?
No, he's a sinker.
Hey, real talk, Castle Mac is trying real hard to get sponsored by Red Vines, so. Red Vines. What's their tagline?
Original.
Believe they taste like red.
Since the 1920s, no.
The original twist.
Let me.
Taste of red.
Add a
and
little twist to your
binding.
games. Red Vine.
Everybody loves a twist ending.
Bad. No,
Oh,
no.
you're
Put
on
that.
I hate all of
Put
you.
that one
Why would
back.
that be terrible?
What are the initiatives, y'all?
You toss those to a wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Initiative. What is it?
12.
Some
9.
Some two-handed M&Ms for you.
Okay. Cinder was a 9.
Celia was a 12.
Cecilia was a 12.
You can clearly put me at the end with a 3.
Absolutely.
You going around the table? 16.
I am also at a 16.
I'm assuming your dex is far higher than his.
Yes.
Okay. Bit. You see still steaming from its head, and in fact, an exact burn of a horseshoe. It looks a bit. You've seen something. It looks similar to a blight of some sort, and it's pulling its way out of the crypt. It's just like.
What happened to the baby shell?
It just morphed.
Oh, okay.
Just morphed into this.
And
It
a
wasn't like an
screaming
egg
twig.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes. So, Bit, it is your go,
All right.
friend.
Bit will immediately pull the arrow off, or the bow off his shoulder, which he never put away. Knock an arrow. I'm gonna. Bit will move to right here, and I will ready an action. Where as soon as one of my party members is adjacent to that thing, I will shoot. So it's not paying attention to me.
Okay. Brindlebeard.
Brindlebeard doesn't quite have. The
Hey, thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, so you get to use it, but I can't.
Oh my god.
10, 15, 20. Are you guys? Where exactly are you guys? Are you guys?
I think
one
they're
down?
actually.
You can
diminutive. I
occupy
think
the
you can
same
move
space
right
as
through
us.
them.
Oh,
You can
okay.
sit in the exact same
20,
space. as
25. So I'm gonna get here, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and throw this hand axe that was then handed back to me.
Nice.
And that's a crit. That's a
We
crit.
very cooked on it a little bit. That's why.
Yeah.
well.
Nice.
No damage, my dude.
All right. So
D6
that's-
on a hand axe, my dude.
2d6. We're gonna use the new boys. 2d6
Didn't
plus.
do it
How
though.
do you want if you read one?
So that's 12 total damage.
Okay. You quickly, with your small legs, come up, pull out an axe, and like, hurl it through the center of the crit bars, and it just digs into one of its. It's just like, and you see vines kind of moving around your axe, and it pulls it out because the iron is clearly singeing it. He did not get okay. Cecilia.
I am going to fly over and touch it.
She's gonna touch it.
That's all.
Yeah, and as soon as she gets next to it, can my arrow fly?
Mm-hmm.
So you move over to it.
So fly to it.
My trigger would happen right there.
Boom.
That would be a 15.
Yes.
All right.
Are these yours?
Playing Finbin and Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, I didn't leave any.
For 10 damage, sir.
You think that's an iron arrowhead tip?
As a goblin, he probably wouldn't have steel, so
How much damage was it?
10.
Got it.
I can't imagine he has fine arrows, but they might even be flint. So I
I was
was
about to say,
flint
they
or
could be-
iron.
Could be stone.
They could probably smelt something, but
Now go.
I rolled a 10.
To hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm afraid that won't get it at all.
I didn't think so. But anyway, so I'd also then like to fly back.
Okay. You can do so.
did they not get attacks of opportunity against pixies?
Guess I didn't think about that. He definitely does.
Okay.
So this like twig baby takes us.
Wait, but where are you at? You ran up to touch it?
Yep. You try to fly up and get it, and it's flailing around, and you see vines, twiggy vines, pulling and starting to break through the crib. And you try to fly back, and not at all.
I like Sean being our DM.
Okay. Will you move that little guy right up to Brindlebeard?
I'll bring your pretty face to my axe.
Well, then.
I think a 20 is
He
going to
did.
get you, huh,
Yep.
my dude?
Consider it brought.
Would you make me a DC 12 strength save, please?
How does a 21 look?
Easily. Vines pull out on your legs and almost like razor wire start twisting through and cutting up your legs. You do take 8 points of damage. And it clearly tries to pull you down, but it can't quite. You just plant your stalwart feet.
Stalwart.
And that's it.
Don't
Cinder.
make fun of me.
I am. I think I got another thing in here.
The family has, backed up to the wall, and you see Bran has picked up his axe and is standing in front.
I am going to. As a. Would you please have the baby twig make a wisdom save?
I definitely will.
I could use your help, Michael.
I'm assuming a 6 doesn't do it, huh?
Cool, so 3d6 psychic damage.
Woo!
And I have a bonus action. That's 12, right?
11?
It's 11.
11.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yep.
What spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
And-
we-
Yeah. As that happens, you, from right behind you, Brindlebeard, you see some small dust creeping past your peripheral vision, and you hear, and almost in echoes, you see it just, and just some of the vines start to envelop its head.
And as a bonus action, I am going to, like, as I'm like casting that, I'm gonna whip out my flute and like just and bardic inspiration.
Nice. Now it runs away from Dissonant Whispers too, right? Dissonant
Does it in
Whispers.
fact? Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It spins. Oh, you know what? It spins its reaction, I think, to run away, but it already. No, it
Oh.
had its turn. Yeah, it runs
It's
away.
available to move as far away as its speed allows away from you.
Is it a charm?
Does that mean I get an attack?
Enchantment.
Enchantment. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
So
it
then
was.
I get
Yes, you will get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, that's one of the tight things about Dissonant Whispers is it
Alright.
makes the thing run
You
away.
guys try to move it back then.
All right,
Probably here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smack it
Yeah.
as it runs away.
Hit it.
Smack that.
How does an 18 plus
18.
5?
Yes, that gets
Oh, don't forget your inspiration.
So remind me what bardic inspiration does again.
You get a bardic inspiration die of a d6.
Okay, so I get to
And
use,
over the next 10 minutes, you can roll the die and add the number roll to ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
But the attack roll, you've already hit. You
Yeah.
can say you can hold on to it.
So hang on to it.
Mm-hmm.
how does 7 more damage
Okay.
of iron.
Iron damage.
Cold
Yes.
iron.
Cinder. Nice job. And you see it. It's almost like each step it plants, vines kind of spread out as it does, just like. And it's just in the corner with vines flailing around Michael.
Well, Alright, don't have another weapon. So what we're going to do for now
You got that?
is I'm gonna move. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just to sort of stand in the way. And like I can't get there all the way. I'm sort of clanking around in this heavy chain. And if so, on its action, if it comes near me, I'm going to hold an action to attempt to grapple and wrestle it to the ground.
Okay. Awesome. Dope. I like it.
Look, you can
Bit.
make it look a little flute.
Oh my god.
What is that circle between Bit and it again?
Midnight.
A
That-
table.
It's a table. Okay.
of some sort.
I'll do the same thing. I'll knock an arrow and wait for it. Wait until it's adjacent to an ally.
All right. Brindlebeard.
So Brindlebeard is going to take his other hand axe, and as he runs by Michael, he's going to hand it off to him.
Right!
And he's going to move in and attempt. So 5, 10, 15.
Go ahead and make your roll.
22.
Goodness. Don't you steal my kill.
For 9 damage.
How do you kill it, my dude?
Oh my god!
He definitely steals the kill.
Yeah.
As Brindlebeard has gone in to hit it with the axe, its body suddenly flies up against the wall with an arrow through the center of it, pinned to the wall.
Brindlebeard's still going to follow through and completely whiff
As
into
you
the...
do, there's an arrow, and clearly you've now learned, you weren't even sure. It's iron arrowheads, because you see it just... As you dig an iron axe in, it starts
I missed and hit the
burning.
wall. Like, he completely
It
whiffed.
tries to escape, and you watch it just kind of smolder in and just catch on fire in the smoke. But the fire's not spreading by any means, it's contained.
Turns out that wasn't your baby after all.
We were right, sister.
Yes, sister.
We were very right.
We are very sorry.
Bran drops his axe. I mean, just collapses in a seat at the table. Amafray's like,
Lady Amafray, when was the last time you believe you saw your baby?
maybe a month ago. Maybe a month.
Sisters, what would they be doing with the child? What do they do to those they take?
Might not be the best of conversations, of course.
You would know that many Fae cannot reproduce.
So they just steal a baby to raise.
They both steal a baby to raise, and it also either some it causes them to reproduce,
Oh.
a trade for a trade. Others it prolongs their life. You know that not, and in fact, in a lot of like the Feywild, not all babies are harmed. Frankly, like some are just kept. I mean, almost as guests and children. Others are in fact consumed. And it's a
You
one
saw
for
that.
one.
Yeah.
You can have a Fey child. In fact, you, as pixies, know that many of you are reproduced by pure imagination and like the belief in magic. So you're not the same. Like you don't have two parents who only have a mother.
Best case scenario, the child is being raised.
In the Feywild.
These people are used to dealing with hardship. What is the worst case scenario?
Should we tell them, sister?
Bran looks to you too.
Your baby might have been consumed.
Consumed.
Bran stands up. I mean, the chair knocks behind him, and he goes and he opens the door and walks right out the door. He's not carrying an axe. He just walks out.
We will find you some answers to this unfortunate incident. And hopefully a child, too, and bring them back.
Lady Amafray, I can assure you, if your baby is alive, we will bring it back. It is the least way to do. It is the right thing to do.
She puts her head down, and you see that there's some tears. She kind of wipes them off as she pushes her head back up. She's like, I'd go try the old oak. Everything's been strange from there. Just bring my baby back, and if you can't, don't come back here. Don't come back.
I'll walk over to the lad and put my hand on his shoulder. So, lad, don't worry. We'll bring back your sister. Are you in my word?
He's like, and Black Morgan.
Black Morgan.
Yeah, Black Morgan's gone too. He's my goat.
We'll be sure to look for your goat as well, sir.
Nope.
You son of a
We're not bringing back the goat.
I've seen the witch. We're not bringing back the goat, you asshole.
Sorry.
When he put his hand on the boy's shoulder and said that he had his word that he'd bring his sister back, I would look at Cinder and be like,
I'd be like,
He's like, I believe you. You're fighters. And you're the best shot I've ever seen with a bow and arrow.
Well,
I think he would. He probably is not used to anyone being kind to him other than maybe the sister, so he probably would be kind of bashful about that.
I mean, he looks at you with, awe.
look, when he said that and you looked happy, I'd fly over and like land on his shoulder.
Lady Amifrey, I know what it's like to lose a child. I had my son taken from me when I had to make a choice a long time ago. We will do our best to find yours. Hopefully I can find information on mine on the way.
She looks off for a minute. I hope you can find that too, Master Dwarf. I really do.
My hope is waning. It was many a year ago, but if yours was but a month, I do hold a candle of hope for you.
Best case scenario, the baby's well cared for.
Right, well, daylights are burning. Let's be on our way.
I agree. Let's move.
Faster we get on our way, faster we can find your daughter.
She's like,
What is your baby's name?
Betha.
Betha.
As you guys head out, you pick up your shield and your mace
And by axe.
and your axe. You two fly out. You take kind of a last look in there. You see her just kind of go by the fire, and Lander reach his hand up to hold hers and her kind of pull him in, and you close the door behind you. You see Bran. He's just kind of surveying clearly what is their land and looking off towards the forest.
Is Bran like
How old is he?
close to us
40.
in literal terms? Is he close enough to where as we're leaving we can talk to him in passing, or would we have to shout to him to interact with him?
You could talk. You could divert and talk to him in
Yeah.
passing if you want to, or you could avoid him. It's honestly that distance where you could choose.
Master Bran,
You see him pause for a moment. You see his hands as his back's toward you. He turns around and says, "Yes, Master Dwarf."
I would encourage you to not make a decision until we at least return and can give word on our findings. A rushed decision in a moment of high emotion only leads to more heartache, as I have found.
He's kind of scanning. I agree. I don't think we'll be leaving here too soon.
Mr. Bran, could you point us towards the old oak?
Of course. I'm going to head straight that way. The trees will start to get more and more frequent. Dead on through a couple hills, you'll see it raised on another hill in a break in the trees. You can't miss it. It's a large tree, distinct from every other one that's out there.
Thank you, Master Bran.
Thank you, Master Michael.
Why do humans all call each other master?
He would say that under his breath as he's walking outside.
We do not.
I suppose it's just a bit of common courtesy. Just a way of easing the conversation. Might be something we can work on. Something you could pick up, help you with your human relations.
If it makes people more at ease, I'll give it a shot, Master Paladin.
There you go, Bit. Master Bit. It's
Master.
not that hard after all.
I believe it has something to do
Can a goblin not be?
with humans' belief that everyone is a master of their own fate. And they reference that. And they have their own choices.
Master
Master Bit.
Cece. Master Cecilia.
Master sister.
Master Sister.
Master sister.
Master Sister.
I think it's time for a break.
We are going to take a break as you guys head out, but yes, as
Master
you
Break.
as you guys head off, you see that the trees against what looks like the grass here looks like it's got to be that almost yellowish, like crabgrass color. It's getting longer. You see almost black, dark tree trunks in the distance as you're getting more and more hilly. You are discussing the common courtesies of Master. These two are frankly a little too lighthearted for the grim work that you have. They're like, Master, sister, Master. But you guys head off into the forest. We're going to take a quick break, 5 minutes or so.
All right, the timer is set for 10, but we'll be back at the
It's not
5-minute
real.
mark. 1.
Welcome back, everybody.
What?
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I did the Star Wars overlay.
Well, now welcome back.
Sorry.
Our heroes have head out in search of the old oak and the baby Betha.
Betha.
Master Betha.
Master Betha.
I've had enough of these master jokes now.
Oh, sometimes a little levity's all we need. That's a bit.
You
It just helps
humans
get
and
through
your
the day.
levity.
As,
Very well.
As you guys continue to head on, you two don't like the feel of this forest at all. It feels fell. It almost feels, though you don't have a particular word for it, it almost feels just desecrated.
This is not like the forest of home, sister.
You, as a paladin, also feel it, Yoa. You feel the shadows of the trees stretching. It doesn't feel at all.
I do believe.
That you may have
As
an
a dru-
ability.
Can I
Yeah.
have 6 back?
I already tossed it back to you. It's right there.
As a druid, would I know anything more about this type of forest? Because you said that there were like druid markings around that tree, which I haven't seen yet.
Pardon me.
Bless you.
As you guys are getting up, you do see a kind of rising hill and a large oak that stretches out, and it has no leaves on it whatsoever. It almost looks like hands coming out, and you see a couple stone cairns around it, almost.
But it's a
some
season
ruins.
where a tree should have leaves.
Oh yeah, you would think so, but a lot of the trees here are bare, and there's high.
Can you
yellow-
tell me what season it is?
Yeah, it is currently springtime.
Okay, so it should be green and
Yes.
lush.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not that there's a complete absence of green around. It just doesn't seem the way that it
Doesn't
should
seem
to you.
new and springy.
Nope, nothing wrong here.
Yeah, in fact, it looks far more like fall
Okay.
or winter, like late fall. At least the way the foliage looks, though, it doesn't have any of the feel of that. And you see gray clouds looming over this large oak tree on a hill.
So I will stretch out with my divine sense to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Within that same radius, I can also detect any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell.
As you guys are reaching the hill, and its tall, flowing yellow grasses blowing in the wind, you put your hand down and sense, and you absolutely feel that this place has been desecrated, and you sense the presence of Fey and Fiend right upon the hill. You're nearly there. In fact, you guys are kind of standing at the base.
We believe we've got a bit of trouble on that hill.
Would you like a bit to scout it out?
If you could stay, not unseen, perhaps that'd be
Alright.
for the best.
I won't go far.
As you're getting ready to, you hear rustling in the grass. And up pops 4 large rabbit heads out of this flowing grass. They're big, far bigger than any rabbit you've ever seen. Almost has like the size of a dog's head. All their ears perk up, and you can see them staring at you with dark black eyes.
Don't believe those are rabbits.
Don't look like any rabbits I've made into stew.
You can't see fully, but then you hear the familiar of little hooves on wood. And from around the tree, you see a black goat
Should be fine.
standing tall. I mean, and it's a goat. It's only this large, this point.
In a tree?
It's not in the tree. It just walked around the roots of the tree.
Okay,
Standing in
gotcha.
front of the tree, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Make that clear.
Didn't
Are you Black Morgan?
It looks at you with those vertical eyes and the horns. And it's like, yes, I am Black Morgan. What would you be doing at my tree?
I'm 100% certain goats are not supposed to be talking.
Oh, we feel spot on with that one.
Goats. You'd be right.
We are here for the child.
Oh, well, I don't have the child, so you can go.
Well,
Who does?
Well, that would be the lady of the wood. My mistress.
I'll just relax myself back down.
His mistress.
Master mistress. I'm sorry.
Do you need us to continue to ask these questions? Where is the mistress?
The mistress would be in the bog, but I sense that we all already know what's coming, as I can't let you pass.
That's unfortunate.
I believe there's a amiable solution to any problem. We are looking for a child. I'm sure you are looking for things.
You can't tell if it's smiling, but you get that you almost hear in the back of your mind a laugh. And before your eyes, it starts to grow.
As it does that, I turn into a wolf.
Okay. You turn into a wolf. It grows an entire other head. And there is a giant goat with 2 heads.
no.
And as it breathes out, you see fire come out of each of the nostrils.
Mother trucker.
And the bunnies lift up larger, and you can see that they have the body of wolves, except with the hind legs of rabbits. And their teeth are sharp. And we're all gonna roll initiative.
Yeah, we are.
Nope.
Oh, that's no good.
I rolled 2 8s.
Oh, we're outside of the sun. Oh, yeah, I forgot we get.
Welcome to the club, my friend.
Well, I've never been
Good.
quick on
Oh
my
God.
feet. It doesn't appear to be quick on his 4 feet.
Well, that one was. So it was quicker than our whole party. I hope someone's got some good dex rolls over here. Because we are not looking too good. Really don't want to tell this kid that
I'm
his
sorry,
goat
I
is
was-
actually a giant 2-headed
I
fire-breathing
realized I
goat.
didn't pick my like circle of the thing.
that's his
for
goat.
Druid, and I was like, something's missing.
Okay, what was everybody's initiatives, if you would, please?
Start with
17.
17?
okay, that's quite a bit better than me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9, Master DM.
7.
Also a
Better to
7
play
for
clean
Brindlebeard's
up.
also a 7, so put him behind Bit.
Michael?
Got a 6.
Yikes!
Clean up crew.
Okay, well, I'm going to need to draw this out, aren't I?
Yep.
I
Good
believe
luck.
that will be the case.
Oh,
Michael
man.
Caine.
Giant
It's not me.
You might not know me.
2-headed fire-breathing goat is not in the
And what you're not doing is you're not going to break up when he gets emotional. When he gets very emotional indeed. You were only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
She was only 9 months old. 9 months old.
I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished yet.
Let me finish.
Gets real deep in the back of his throat.
Up the cigars and the brandy.
The nicotine just
Persuade
stop
him
real slow.
slower and slower. These are...
Is that a
popcorn.
Sharpie?
These are strange kind of ruined walls that go up the hill, and you see these cairns down here.
What's a cairn?
Like a stone, kind of like a funeral marking almost of...
Let me find you a picture of a cairn.
Thanks.
It would
Okay,
be
let me-
basically a pile of stones.
So
Very
you-
deliberate pile of stones.
Right.
Stony boys.
Like Stonehenge?
Yeah. No.
No.
Like
Uh,
Pile of rocks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pile
Can I
over.
have that juice?
Better come around the other side. Y'all on Snack Central over here.
I can't help it. I just
I'll move
wanna
out the way,
pull
Master
these out of
DM.
the bag.
Oh yeah, I got those for you guys.
He's just trying to get closer to my new dice.
I also got you all the mango.
I just ordered a
fries.
case of red vines.
Oh, can I have a wolf for me too?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you Luska.
Okay.
So that
Aw.
way.
Maybe I'll even go black.
Oh, I need to switch on the battle cam.
Yeah, you do.
Didn't even use the battle cam. for the
Where
last fight.
would you guys be positioned?
We did the Castle Mac short rest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Because I gotta.
And each of you has one healing potion.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I believe
Tight.
probably this lady's been following up about
Do you like these things?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I don't know why I was so emotional about that. I just love a ride, boy. Thank you.
Probably took a step forward to begin dialogue with the giant goat man. And Bit, where would you like to be?
Probably right beside you.
Alright.
As stupid as it is.
Well, you did begin to sneak around.
I was sneaking a bit.
Okay. Perhaps over by one of these camps?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm right next to my battle buddy.
Let me eat one more of these, and then
Yeah.
don't let me eat any more snacks.
The
Alright, you guys ready?
retirees guild.
Just a bit of teen middle age. Alright.
Alright.
Retiree adventure.
You
guild.
see the two-headed goat of Black Morgan tap its hooves, and it takes off at a breakneck speed, and in its wake, you see a flame.
Diablo 3 flashbacks.
Okay. I need...
Whoa, Shogun, thank you, man. Shogun just donated 490 bits.
Damn!
Puts us to 500 total.
That puts us to 500. Okay. Since we have a shorter stream tonight, that is enough for favor of the gods. So, I will put this out here as a reroll. Either y'all can reroll it or make me reroll something.
Nice.
You feel like the summer court is smiling upon you. You feel a sense of redemption. The gods are with you. This place deserves. You feel like you're being watched.
Thank you, Shogun.
Thank you, Shogun.
That was pretty neat.
Okay. You all take a single piece of fire damage. You.
Me?
Yes. As a streak, as it takes off at this speed
Cool.
and flames come out, you guys all get hit. And it's behind you.
Just one little bit.
Brace yourself, Bindle.
Cinder.
Oh, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Back at it again.
Would you have... this guy make a wisdom save, please?
Yes, I will.
That bunny wolf. Tight.
Yeah, that's a 19. Did I get it?
No.
Okay. What were you trying to do?
A spell.
The only thing I can reach is
You try to connect with even a beast as strange as this, and it just, you can see its completely black eyes focus on you, and you see the two large fangs that are coming out as its ears go back.
I'll fly 30 feet up for my
Y'all
movement.
can't play pixies no more.
Question. What was the name of the goat again?
Black Morgan.
Thank you, sir.
I'll have to show you the, never mind. You need to go watch The Witch.
Yep.
Don't
Watch
do
the
it.
witch.
If you like yourself,
Don't do it alone.
I don't like horror
Do
in
it alone,
general.
you're
Oh my god,
Grown-ass
no.
man.
Don't do it. Yeah.
And y'all have made me now play 2 different horror genres with you and now with you.
Cecilia.
That's because Sean and I have dark hearts.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, I'm gonna attack with my wolf. So he does a bite.
Where?
Who are you going to?
I'm gonna go to one of those, that guy.
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try to bite him.
Try to bite him.
I will. Watch me.
Are you a regular wolf?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done an animal.
I'll
so
help
like,
you out.
y'all be patient.
I help you. Did you go circle of the moon?
Yeah. So I rolled an 11, and then I add. +4. So I got a 15.
You got him.
So 2d4 plus 2.
Thanks. Thanks, extra druid. So 5, 6, 7. 7 dammy. I can only attack once, right? Oh.
Yeah.
And now I need
So-
it to make a strength save.
Got it.
So you can be a dire wolf if you're circle of the moon instead of a regular wolf.
Should I retcon that or just wait till next time?
There's no reason for you to go regular wolf
Yeah.
because dire wolf is way more powerful, so that's like your class ability.
Go
So
ahead.
you're good, just you hit him right with your bite.
Mhm.
Yep.
So 2d6 plus 3 is your damage.
Okay.
Okay. Minimum damage 6. Not. And then it needs to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Did make that. Made it
Okay.
a strength save.
Cool. Then you are done.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep. So just look up dire wolf.
Handled it. Yeah.
As you guys thought she was a wolf, as you see Cecilia taking off, you see her size just start to blow up. And you bite down in the nape of this bunny wolf's just neck, and you start to tear it and try to pull it down, but it has such like strength in its legs that it's backing up from you and pulls out. And it gives out a growl and a hiss. Bit.
Well, with adjacency there, Bit will knock an arrow, take a shot on that sucker, on that wolf that Cecilia is on. That'd be a 14. I'll let it ride. 14?
Yes.
Do have my inspiration. There we go. For 10 damage. And then Bit is gonna back up that way a little bit. Just like 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Brindlebeard. So
Goblin
yeah,
friends,
you,
thanks for doing some work. Say we get this big wolf over here.
Yes.
Goat thing.
Bring it, Black Morgan! He's gonna turn around and just charge straight into him. Great axe flashing in this fire trail that he has.
you see two heads turn towards you, and eye slits that blink this way.
No, thank you.
Trying to spook me as.
Curse you, imagination.
13. We're gonna hold on 13. Alright.
My dude.
Well, it's a good thing we are going to action surge.
As you look, you go to hit, and you saw just the fur. You hit metal underneath, and as the fur parts, you see that there's just a ton of hooks that seem to come out of the skin, like chains and hooks, just tick, 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 tick.
Should be fine. Don't worry.
we're gonna action surge and try and smack
It's
him.
just a look goat, don't worry.
Yeah, that's gonna be a considerably amount better. 22.
Yes.
So we can do our invisibility twice, but it only
Alright.
says you can do it once. Then it says you can do this
7
3 times and
damage.
regain the ability when you do a long rest.
7 damage. So you hit once, and it does nothing. You see that you have to turn your axe a different way. So you were swinging like this, that you pull it high and catch it in between, and it makes a
Ugh.
Alrighty then.
Cool.
Not cool. Demon goat, not on my list of things to take on.
Michael Chamberlain.
Michael Sean.
You call?
All right, Brindle, let's get in the thick of it, and we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5 next to Mr. Brindle here. Is that? Are we?
You want to be adjacent?
Yeah. Are we actually up there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are.
All right. And I have my shield out and swing heavy with the mace. Oh, I'm afraid that's an 8.
You can spend your inspo if you want to.
I
Yeah,
believe
we allow the
go ahead.
reroll.
Let's go ahead and do
How
that.
long do you stay in wild shape?
Ooh,
Like
I'm afraid
an
that
hour?
reroll is
I think
also
it's-
an
I
8.
think it's an hour. It's an
Not
hour.
doing it today.
No, it's half your level in hours, if I remember correctly.
You do have an opportunity if
So
your
you got
group
an
wants
hour.
to that you could take one more reroll by using your divine inspiration. That's a group decision now.
I think we'll hold steady.
I think holding on one of Sean's random good rolls and making him re-roll is probably a better
Sure
one.
thing. You also try to make purchase, and now that you're up, you see too that there's just chains and hooks leading out.
We've seen worse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have.
Yes. Clearly.
This one goes 5, 10. You see this rabbit wolf coming at you, and it takes a couple steps, and you see those hind legs
Nah, man.
Oh no! What?
come down
Nah.
at you.
Oh.
Think if I. It's a 19. I
That'll
believe.
do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
Mm-hmm.
You take 4 points of damage.
Ah!
This one is going to try to attack.
Do you need some damage dice?
Nah.
Tight. Do it.
And you did
that
not
would
hit.
be
I'm
an 18.
tracking over here.
You know what? Sure, I'll use damage dice. Yeah, why not? I like the cut of your jib.
You take 6 damage.
Sean Michael. Michael Sean. Michael
Calculating
Cave.
right now.
Michael Caine.
This one comes up and
That's
is
called
going.
Michael to you.
Is also trying to bite you.
So bite me?
Yes.
Oh.
And it does in fact.
They don't like impersonators in their midst.
You take 7 more.
Okay. What else?
Cinder, you see this one run and take off leaping at you. And it's going to try to bite you. At disadvantage in midair. Not at all. It snaps at you and lands.
Take damage on landing. for
Those sons of bitches can jump 30 feet.
Yes.
Higher than 30 feet if I was already in the air.
Have you ever seen a
What
jackalope?
a pain in the ass.
I mean, a rabbit can
The fuck
jump.
out
A giant wolf rabbit.
Yeah, giant wolf rabbit.
Yeah.
Probably got some ups.
that. Wolf Rabbit Alpha.
Be like a skunk.
Okay.
It's got hops.
Thank you.
Pass
Snacks
these,
are flowing, folks.
pass these to your whiff.
Alright.
Lydia, you want some
I would thank you,
M&Ms?
Coach John.
You
You
see
get nothing. DM.
Never.
You see one of the heads creep back and try to come slam down on you, Brindlebeard. Won't get you. You see the other one coming at you, Michael. That would be a 16.
I'm afraid not.
You got your shield on, huh?
What's your fighting style, Riha?
Protection.
As it hit, I mean, you almost feel like you're gonna feel your shield buckle. You manage to brace. And that was that. Cinder.
I will use my goblin ability.
Wait.
Nimble
it's my
escape.
turn.
I don't believe
Yeah.
you are, Cinder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought this was
Oh
like
my
a
god,
thing
you're
after,
skipping her
like-
turn. You're not even with the
I looked up at it, thought I was second for some reason. I don't know why.
Boo!
You asshole.
Cinder.
I just, every time Raven's about to go, I just assume it's my turn. Sorry, Raven.
That's so stupid.
Well,
So
you
stupid.
have.
Painful.
Wait, take some inspiration.
I'm gonna go to here.
Inspiration.
And we have this one make a wisdom save.
Yes, I will. No, absolutely fails.
Hideous laughter.
Nice.
So
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what's happening here.
Falls prone, becomes incapacitated, and able to stand. I can't talk right now
You're just so mad.
because
about your
it's
turn.
laughing at everything in its weird wolf laugh.
It's not even a wolf laugh. It's like a strange, high-pitched bunny laugh. Like.
Alright, can you make that stop? Because I really don't like that.
And
I'd
you
rather
see
fight the thing.
This horrendous aberration of a creature roll over onto its back, rubbing like dogs do in the grass, just like.
Someone just kill it. That is
Lagging
the most
hairline.
disturbing image I've ever heard
I
of.
like it. Does it take any damage? Or is it...
No.
Of course
But
you
at
did.
It's just over there by
It
its-
lasts for a minute, and
That's
at
my
the end
finish.
of each turn, it takes. If it
Please
takes
no.
damage, it can make
Suppose
another
everybody
wisdom
has
save.
theirs.
Got it.
Oh, Chancellor's in the
Target
house.
has advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay. And does what's
Fine.
the DC I need to beat? 13? 14? 11? Okay. Cecilia.
Mm-hmm. I'ma bite him. The
Go
one
for
that
it.
my head's touching.
That one's already hurt, right?
Yeah.
I'ma do it. Got a 12
Yep.
plus
you got
a
it.
something.
Ooh,
Ooh,
12,
wee.
do we?
I'm gonna use this one. These aren't even part of this set. Get them out.
Ooh, wee. Not bad.
6,
Juju
7,
sprinkle over there.
plus
3.
3.
Big 10.
Big 10.
Uh,
Thank you, Mac boy.
it,
Oh, strength save.
As you do that, it is looking. You've torn into it,
Good.
and you've heard the high-pitched squeal of a rabbit in pain. Just
I haven't, but thanks.
strength save is just fine though.
Cool,
It will
cool, cool,
not
cool,
be.
cool, cool,
It's
cool.
frankly fighting with its hind legs, trying to push back. Well done, Bit.
Thank you.
Now you're doing a goblin ability.
I'm sorry, Cecilia. I'm so sorry. Yes, I will do a nimble escape to bonus action disengage.
Where you going?
I'm gonna come this way, 30 feet. Just, yeah, exactly. No, just straight back away from that thing. So,
He wants
yeah, on the
Oh,
other
that'd
side
be
of that
Karen.
cairn would be ideal. And I am gonna say, Cecilia, help! And then he'll draw an arrow and shoot the one that she's been focusing on there.
Gotcha.
I believe you mean Cinder.
No, he was asking for Cecilia to help because he sees her flying around.
I am actually Cecilia.
Oh my
Cinder.
god.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you're asking Cinder to help, but you're
Yes.
shooting at that one.
I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna go down my secret elevator. So
Have you played this before?
no, good to see you guys. I got a 15.
Yeah, you got it.
Wait, which one are you actually shooting?
The hurt one.
Okay.
Right there. That'd be 13 points of damage.
How do you want to kill it, my dude?
With
Oh,
an
man.
arrow.
Yeah. I mean, I think as it's going to bite her, an arrow through the roof of the mouth and out the back of the brain.
Master arrow.
And you see that quickly. It's up. Looks like it's about to bite, and I mean, it's so fast. It's in and out the back, and it just slumps over
Like a demon's
without a
whisper.
sound. Not one
Did the
sound.
iron arrowhead make a difference to it?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Like,
Actually,
might
you
be a
wouldn't
bit
even
tangled
see
Yeah.
up.
your turn.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
your back to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Riha, someone named Bilkanar told you to beware of displacer beasts.
Nice.
All right.
Might be a old friend of mine
Nice.
back in good
Brindlebeard.
state of California.
Michael, I think this is a
So it's my
bit
turn,
bigger
right?
than
Oh,
we
sorry.
have taken off. Oh, what's that? 14 plus
read 'em.
5.
You got it.
Yeah, we're gonna smack him real good. 7 plus
Might have
3, so
murdered a good
10.
many friends with some spice of beasts.
You swing in again, and you can hear the. And also behind it, like a strange whisper, like.
Steven.
You clearly tore
What?
into it. Michael, you see this as well.
What?
What?
What have I done?
Alright. Believe it's time to wind up the old mace. See what
What?
we can do.
They
All right. Make an
No
attack.
idea what you guys are laughing at right now.
Not
I
the
just
best.
burped
That is a
it out,
13.
Oh.
No, my dude.
Mm-mm.
I'm so used to it that it
Perhaps,
didn't even
perhaps.
register.
For a reason.
You
You got
swing again, and
What?
it's just not. You're not
was like,
typically
oh,
used to
that's
fighting that way, so you just can't quite get purchase. You're laying it on.
You keep hammering away though, Brindle. We'll get it.
Oh, Michael, I think I need you to shake off the rust sooner than later, my friend.
How?
Shake it off one way or
This one
another.
just does not repeat, or it does at the end of its turn.
The end of its turn, it gets to
I
make
really like
a
your guys' little bromance.
wisdom save.
Okay.
Cute.
Alright, try
It's
it.
not quite as good as on Pixie level, but we're
It's
gonna
not
we're gonna
far.
try.
Well, you're no sisters, so.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
We
this
all know.
one is gonna
we're
try
the Retirees
to
Adventure Club.
bite you, and 11 will not
Coming
get
to a land
No.
near you.
Okay.
If you have
one
arthritis
is-
classes.
Did it jump?
No.
Yes. It. You see as you're hiding behind a cairn. Rabbit feet skid next to you, but wolf paws, and it rears up. Think that gets you, my dude?
It does. Can confirm.
I can't cast spells as a wolf, can I?
No. You got physical
You take
traits
8
of
points
you.
damage, my
Yeah.
dude.
Or of the wolf.
But my mental
You down?
faculties.
Are you down with the clown?
Yeah, I'm down with the clown, Charlie Brown.
Alright, and I also need you to make a strength saving throw.
What? Well, I'll have you know that goblins are great at strength and strength-related things. A 14?
You absolutely pass. It tries to pull you down, and you manage to just kind of slip your arm out the other side and ready your bow.
Cackling all the way.
This one did not get you. This one now is going to repeat its save. And it does. It's...
I think it's at the end of its turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It. Oh yeah, it's still prone then. Yes. So you see it stop laughing and start to turn.
Wait, so you finished its turn?
Yes.
So it's up.
No.
Can't
Oh, it's
stand
still
it.
prone, but
That
it
would make a
stops
difference
laughing.
if one of you guys wants to attack it. Okay. Gonna continue. Black Morgan is going
Brindle,
to try to
watch yourself!
warn you. Let's see.
It'll be imposing disadvantage, if that matters.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
This does.
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Nice.
your shield has always been as acute as ever, Michael.
It will try to ram you. And it will not. You two, you guys are slamming into it, not making too much purchase. It's bashing into your shield. Each time as you just kind of swing it between you two. It's hitting you. You block him, pushing it away.
We're kind of finding our sync again as old adventurers.
And with its interact, it's like, you should all leave this place. The child will come to no harm. Cinder.
Don't think we can quite do that, Master Goat. Plus, you breathe fire at us. Not quite fond of that.
I believe he kicked fire at you.
Either way. That was good. I like that.
I will create a minor illusion of myself
Yeah.
right here, and I'll move back into the space, and then behind where it's at.
So,
So, like, in the air, I'll create a minor illusion of myself, and then I'll move, like...
Behind it.
behind it. So, essentially where you are now.
I'll, like,
I know.
flutter around it to see if I can confuse it as to which one I am.
Okay. Gotcha. It'll have disadvantage to hit you. That thing. Yes.
Cool.
You absolutely do. You almost... An image comes up, and you slide back from it, and now you're looking at your own back. And you kind of flutter around, and it flutters around too. With no sound. I like it.
Tight.
Cecilia.
I'm gonna bite him.
No hesitation on that.
I'm gonna bite him. That one's yours.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to use the bright one. 12 plus
Plus
Yes.
5.
Okay, cool.
Got him.
Oh, I'm gonna use the rainbow one.
Brindle, how are pixie friends doing back there?
Ooh,
they
13.
just seem to be holding up just fine, my friend.
Do you see Bit?
I do not, unfortunately, see Bit, but,
All right.
You bite down.
It's fine.
So you bite down and pull it to the ground while you rip off one of its ears. Just
Ew.
and it kind of rolls over, and you see its legs kind of kick up
Oh,
as it
little
looks at
rabbit
you.
legs.
It is prone.
Yeah, it is. I bet I'm good.
Nice.
Thank you.
No, what am I doing?
yeah.
Bit.
Please don't try that again.
Alright. Bit is going to bonus action disengage,
Okay.
interact to just move the bow to his left hand, draw the short sword,
Gotcha.
and run up to that prone one.
Right there.
Advantageous. I like it. I
I
like
know
it.
he's stealing my kills.
Baby girl, it's a team effort.
Uh-uh.
I'm trying to take advantage of the thing you did to set up for the rest of the party.
I am kidding.
Captain.
What about when you take my turn?
Captain
that's
Killsteel.
not a team game.
You're
That's
acting
just,
like this XP based.
I'm gonna. Actually, that's a 12. Oh no, it's not. Not with the short sword. I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Okay.
Ugh.
Captain Team Steel. Killsteel.
That would be a 13.
Got it.
Phew.
That'll be 7 damage, sir.
You dig in, and it also gives out the screech of a rabbit who's stuck in a trap. Just
Steven, you're disgusting. I keep forgetting we're on a stream.
Yeah,
Brindle
people saw
beard.
that.
Oh,
They saw
Michael,
what
thank you for
did.
that. It is time again to meet my axe goat. He's gonna swing it again. Ooh, is that an 8 or 3?
That is 3.
That is unfortunate. We're gonna spend inspiration. Well, 14 plus 5.
yes, that is a hit.
3 plus 3, 6 more damage.
Oh, Chancellor donated 200 bits. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Hey.
I don't get to say how I kill it.
Chancellor.
If only you do. You are now almost just kind of hacking in.
Ask Chance why he doesn't come. visit more.
How's he looking to me?
Honestly, you really can't tell.
Can't tell?
It has a bunch of almost like woolly fur, and it is a beast you've never seen, and it has hooks on it.
Yep.
So it is-
Nope. That's
It
that
is
is
completely difficult to tell
Yeah.
how hurt it is. It has been crying out in pain.
Or
Well,
laughter.
certainly.
Oh no. Okay.
All right.
Michael.
Believe it's time. Send that mace in again. Let's try a new dice this time. Oh, I'm afraid the new dice is just as shitty as the last.
You do have a reroll.
Hmm.
Just to remind
I feel like we
you.
need to save that for
We're
later.
saving it, you poop.
All right.
I mean, I guess not bringing down Black Morgan, I guess, if that's not a priority for you guys, but...
Don't listen to the DM.
He's trying to get us to do it, so he's spinning. He's
That,
gonna bring out like fucking Tiamat next.
Well, I'm
At
quite
level
glad I was
2.
allowed to curse in that instance. I didn't know.
Okay.
Sean's trying to keep his 100% party wipe streak going.
Did you just say something about me cursing?
Well, I didn't know if that was the right thing to do.
It's a mature channel, don't worry. Oh my god, Shogun just donated 300 more bits, which gets us another
You guys
reroll.
have 2 rerolls!
This is the Shogun memorial table for the night.
Goodness.
Don't ruin my plan.
Shogun
Someone needs you out
absolutely
there.
ruined those
I
plans,
love it.
my friend.
So many rerolls are about to come,
It's
come
all
at
of the
ya.
it's all the Pixie Sisters friends out
Yeah,
there.
let's be real here. Pixie Sisters
The
carrying
Pixie
the team.
chicks?
No,
I changed my mind, I'm now rolling at advantage.
no, absolutely not. That's not
Alright.
allowed.
Let's see. That would be a...
Are you attacking me?
12.
12.
Does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Sorry.
Sister's a 14.
You cheated.
You cheated. This ain't even a real thing.
Can I
Okay.
play some homebrew?
Can I play a broke pixie who can go invisible and fly 30 feet in the air?
Balance, I got enough D&D wiki.
This one is attacking you at
Tight.
advantage.
Do it. At advantage?
All right,
They got
They have the pack tactics, but you get pack
Oh, I
tactics.
do pack tactics.
they get you.
Pack tactics. What?
Oh my god.
Will we
You
make
take
it
8
through
points of
Saturday
damage,
night?
and I need you to make a strength save.
I would love to. What's that say?
That says
7. So I think you got a 10
700?
on the die or
Oh,
what?
don't forget you get
Yeah, you got a 10.
you get advantage on ability checks you're not proficient with. Remember?
No.
It's on your thing. It's on your race feature.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Yes, I do.
I don't know if that's a save though.
That's not a save. It didn't make it. You are pulled prone.
I'm a broke ass pixie. I ain't prone.
It is a strength save. If it's to knock it prone, like a wolf ability.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Then take your.
Is it that you get
advantage?
proficiency in those as a
And
pixie?
ability checks.
Strength ability checks that you're not proficient with?
Goodness gracious.
Somebody tell me.
Why,
You know
why
what?
don't for right now
I'm
you
prone.
fall
I'm
down
prone.
and I'll look it
We'll,
up.
we'll figure it out.
If
I don't remember that, so it doesn't.
You have
make sense right
advantage
now.
on saving throws. Nope. That's not it.
This one is attacking. This one is going to attack you actually, and it gets you.
Sweet.
They're a little more concerned with a
Do it.
big ass
How many
wolf.
HPs
Do
you
it.
got left there?
7 more damage. All right,
Cool,
so
cool,
attacks,
cool,
attacks.
cool.
Okay, it is time for the lieutenant.
It's actually how the British say it.
No. So it is going to attack you, Brindlebeard.
Disadvantage.
Michael! Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay. This one is attacking you. That is an 18.
Blast, Michael. You can't always be looking
My
out for me.
shell is a bit overwhelmed.
We do have.
You
we can
take
make him
12 damage.
Is that magical by any chance?
No.
All right.
It would just
I
be-
do have heavy armor, master.
It's actually that you have disadvantage on strength ability checks because you're diminutive. Probably doesn't apply to her wolf form. though.
No, I think
I'll
that
block
would be.
3 of that.
Block 3 of that. Gotcha.
At 10.
Okay. Cinder.
Okay? No, I'm just kidding.
He's such a dick.
My turn. Wow.
Yeah.
So Steven's turn, right?
Okay, so where is everyone? They're there. And oh, you're right there. Okay. I am going to. How long's a minute?
10 rounds.
It's about 60 seconds.
No, not wrong.
Can I create multiple minor illusions? Like,
I think they're concentration.
no? It doesn't say it on my thing.
No.
For right now, you
Minor
can.
illusion is not.
Yes. For
No,
right now, you
No
can.
concentration.
Okay, so let's just. So I'll create another image of myself
Okay.
and next to the one I'd already created,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I will
You
go.
can just create them back to back to back to
I
back.
mean, you could have up to 10, I guess.
I will
Short back.
do a little spinny thing again and hide behind it. Let's say I'm here.
It'll be the exact same though. Can't have double disadvantage, so it'll be the same roll.
That's cheating.
Oh, never mind.
Do you want?
Yeah, we'll just use it.
Are you sure you can do something else? Or you could go somewhere else.
Can I use my action to disengage?
Well, you cast.
Yeah, it
minor
was.
illusion.
It
No,
was,
but if I didn't do that instead.
Oh yeah, to
because I
disengage.
didn't realize it.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, could I just disengage? And I can
Well,
disengage and move.
You don't
right?
even need to disengage. You're 30 feet up, so you could just move.
Okay, I'm not like.
No, you're not 5
I
feet
didn't
up.
know. So yeah, if that's the case, then so that would just be movement, and I still have that action, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Didn't realize that. Yeah. This thing's dumb.
Oh, okay.
I just keep falling.
Screw off.
30.
Your idea's dumb.
So I can move and dash.
Well, if you could dash, so that would just double your move.
Okay, I don't know how that stuff works. I'll just get to. I can get to here.
30 feet up still, or are you flying down?
30 feet up still.
Okay. Tight. Alright.
Oh, that was my move totally to dash, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a bonus action left.
Okay, I'm gonna healing word him with my bonus action.
Thank you.
It's weird. It's not Lydia casting out the healing words.
It does feel weird.
It does.
Usually I'm looking to Lydia like, help.
Always
help
the
me.
cleric.
2.
Plus your charisma.
Why do I have my charisma? It says 1d4 plus my spellcasting. It's 1 plus 1.
Aren't you a bard?
Yeah.
Your charisma's 1?
I don't know. Yeah.
Alrighty. 2 back is 2 back. Thank
the
you.
lowest charisma bard I've ever heard of.
But you have heard it.
Nice.
Cecilia.
Thank you, Cinder.
I'm gonna half my move, stand up. I'm gonna bite him.
Do it.
I'm gonna bite him.
Tear him apart.
I got a 10 out of base.
You got it.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
that's
you
a
do.
15.
You get advantage to roll it because
Could
you
go.
have.
Oh right,
You,
yeah,
could,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could send him into horse crit.
I didn't, but I got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I got better.
I got better. I'm sorry.
Not better.
Ooh, 13.
How do you kill him?
With my teeth, with my big old wolf mouth.
Okay.
Would you like a rephrase?
I mean, you frankly just dig in. Like you cut, like you kind of cut into and just keep kind of moving through and
A feast!
So I'm
How
gonna
does
do
the
an
blood taste in your mouth? I think is the more interesting question.
like I'm eating my friend that's also a wolf.
A feast!
This doesn't quite taste like blood.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna still do a thing. I'm gonna use one of my first level spell slots to get 1d8 hit point back.
Yeah, cool.
Look at that. Yes. I'll let you add that. I trust you. Bit, it is your go.
Alright. Bit will say, thank you, sisters. Put the sword up. Bonus action to
I
disengage.
can't talk, so I'm just gonna growl up to sister.
Get behind that wall. Take a shot at that wolf rabbit.
You get pack tactics too, right? Because
No.
yes,
No.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes. Definitely,
This
yes.
is homebrew, it's fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, we're homebrewing it, right?
Seriously.
Then
all,
yes.
all our dice
Like
are
we're just
20s,
playing with
all
our
his are
mates.
1s.
Yeah, we're just playing with our mates here. It'd be 13 points of damage
Ooh.
on that fella.
That's a big old pool of damage.
You
Well,
lay
well,
one
at least
in
we're
and
keeping
you
the big
can-
one busy.
You see it
Seriously.
kind of
There's one behind me. It's
probably turn to the side. Brindlebeard.
Oh, yes, we keep fighting you. I'm gonna spend one of those rerolls if it's alright with
Do it,
everybody.
man.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do
Because
it, do it.
Yeah, you hit.
Thank you, Shogun.
Thank you, Shogun. Saving my bacon once
Why
again.
keeping ourselves alive, Mr. Shogun.
4 plus 3, that's
Master
7 more
Shogun.
damage.
Did we use both rerolls?
Not yet.
Nope, we have one left.
One left.
Sweet. Holding on
Here,
with
I'll
that life.
put a brass
Okay.
D20 out there. for
You
the
dig
reroll.
in. You're starting to see some black ichor kind of hitting the ground around you.
I like how ichor is a word that I've never used until I started playing D&D, and we use it all the time to describe things.
I think Tolkien uses it like 100 times in Lord
Yep.
of the Rings.
All right, once more, swinging heavy.
Wallop him good.
I believe we are going going to smite him with the divine strength of Lothander.
Smite!
He smote him!
We'll burn one of our spell slots.
Master smelt it.
Question: is he a fiend?
Master Spite!
Yeah.
I believe I'll need much
How
more
many-
D8s.
I think you'll need 68 for the smite, right?
I believe
Note the
chunky
holy
boy.
level of blue.
Oh, they are.
That's not a D8.
No.
Coach. Get out of here.
All right.
So roll the
Did
metal.
I roll that?
You can fuck right off.
Was that a grandma voice? Or?
Oh, we need a D8 for the weapon there.
I got you.
All right.
Well, you should have.
Smite.
Oh, because the weapon's double.
weapon?
The weapon's double. Yeah. Oh boy. That's
Mm.
pretty good.
So 8
Brother.
physical and 10,
Smitey boys.
26. So a total of 11 physical and 26 radiant.
How do you want to kill him?
How do you want to kill
As my mace swings in and connects, a righteous beam of light pierces through the clouds and strikes deep through the center of the beast, burning it from the inside out.
I love how Riha really commits to his voice.
That is exactly what happens. You guys suddenly see the clouds part, and it's almost like a divine lightning bolt as his mace connects, and it shoots out the eyes. You start to see the horns getting fried.
Fry them horns.
It falls, and for a moment you see an illusory image of a shadowy figure that seems to crumple and fall. And at that moment, this bunny wolf disengages and runs off.
Oh, Michael, so well
How fast does a bunny wolf run?
Suppose
Hopping and running.
What?
It's moving.
the thunder
No.
still flows through me.
What about that
got
one?
it all, lad. Yes, we still got it.
Oh, that one bounced too. Sorry,
Oh.
yeah. Question, y'all.
Question.
It's 11:15. Do you want to move to the finale? Or do you think you have time for another combat?
I'm fine,
I'm
but
fine.
I'll leave that up to you guys.
Y'all were the ones that got up early, so.
You're the one who
I
goes
can
to
do one
bed
more
early.
combat.
Okay.
Huh?
You're the one who
We
goes
will
to
do
bed
that.
early.
We're gonna
I'm
take
good.
another
Not tonight.
another quick 5-minute break. We're gonna
Hey.
wipe the board. By the way, so what happens right now? The sun does open up around here. It's like the clouds just continued to part, and for a moment you see the tree on the hill. You see the grass start to turn green. You see leaves start to blossom, and out from it walks for a moment. You can almost only see in certain shades of the wind, like you're looking through a veil. You see the queen of the summer court,
Tight.
and she says, "Rest." You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Oh, wait, so I'm gonna turn right back into a pixie and I'm gonna be like, Sister, did you see her?
I saw her.
We'll take a
All right.
5-minute break on that note while you guys update, and then we will move along. One. Welcome back, everybody. Our heroes successfully defeated the two-headed demon goat Black Morgan and the rabbit wolves. Finally, Michael smouted upon the hillside, and the combined efforts, the few remaining bunny wolves flew off. And then they saw an image of the Queen of the Summer Court, and they got the benefit of a long rest and watched the old oak regain its liveliness. And in fact, you have the sense that the place is now hallowed.
I believe this place is clean.
Sister, the sun.
The sun. The sun.
Master Sun.
It's all a bit mystical for me, but the sun isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Does feel a bit nicer.
I think we just be like
God's
I will
working
hold her
mysterious
hand
ways.
and just like
bask in it.
It's
Punch.
Revel in it.
It's strange. You see, it almost seems like the clouds stop. Everything, it almost seems like the world stopped turning for a bit. And you guys have the benefits of feeling like you had 8 hours of full rest. And then you guys push through. You heard the Lady of the Wood was past this. And as you push deeper into the forest, that sunshine fades away into darkness again. And the further you get, you start to see standing water around tree roots. And you're getting deeper and deeper into what looks like a bog.
Like if we're poaching the area, Bone
Cruncher?
the gentleman.
Sorry.
Leos.
No, not Leo. Bran. So close. Just
Bran, Bard's son.
like
We've named every NPC we've met so far.
if we're getting close to the area Bran mentioned. See, we could scout out the area a bit.
Gonna lift his boot out of a little bit of muck.
It is. In fact, this whole area is difficult terrain. You guys are kind of trudging through. You two are flying. The air feels thick. There's an acrid smell to this place. And then you come to a hut. It looks like a bunch of small stacked twigs building out, and it has a roof. And within it there's bones in there too. There's a ton of things dangling.
what kind of bones?
Some could be human, some could be wolf. It's a little difficult to tell. Some are tiny, like clearly like little bird skulls and things. There's a bunch of almost look like mobiles that are twisting around. You see runes
Is there like?
scratched in.
Does it look like someone lives there? Is it like a house or like a?
It does look like somebody lives there. In
There is
fact,
like a-
there is a smoke coming out of a small chimney.
How far away are we from?
You guys are now all. Everybody placed themselves right here.
Put me next to my mate.
Are there any little animals or anything around here?
No,
No animals at all.
it's
no
actually
creatures.
strange to you. In fact, there is not a single. You hear sounds beyond the forest of things like that, but you would even expect to see a snake in here. You don't see a thing. It is quiet.
Are there any markings on this? Any signposts? Any even warning signs? Heads on sticks?
Not human heads on sticks, but there's definitely animal heads that are like almost totem-like standing. There are runes, but they seem incomprehensible, and none necessary, and they're not
No
druidic.
Ladies, does this hut look of fey nature to you? Do you recognize what this beast could be?
No.
That's
It
rather,
just looks like a hut.
that's rather unfortunate.
Not
Can
very
we
comforting.
see if there's anyone inside?
As you guys get closer, in fact, you see there's just like almost a curtain, like a fabric, and you see a hand. Push it over, and out steps in almost like a velvet cloak and hood, a woman with black hair and an absolutely stunning face, and she's holding a small broom. And she steps out. Well, hello. I wasn't expecting anyone.
You should have been expecting someone when you stole that child.
Stole? I merely was doing what I was told. And that, I've given that child a better life.
Doesn't matter. Wasn't your life to give? The child had a mother and father.
My. A goblin with a heart. Your kind does far worse to children they find.
That we do. And that's why I'm here. To try to make a small difference.
Master Bit has a big heart. Master Bit has a big heart.
Yes, sister. Master Bit.
Pixies. Pixies.
I would grab her hand.
And we'll blink out.
Long has it been since pixies have come to my wood? How gracious of you to finally show back up.
Sister, what does she mean?
I turned invisible. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, me too. But
Oh,
still.
okay.
So, not to be blunt or anything, but would you kindly hand over the baby?
Lucy mentioned she didn't have them.
Oh, well.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, we mean you no trouble, madam.
While you are talking to nasty old lady, I want to.
She's quite a fair maiden.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
I mean, she nasty.
Okay.
She stole a baby.
Lid
wanna-
knows her heart.
I want to fly through her little like bone hut. See what's in there. I'm invincible.
Sounds like I hate pixies.
Bone grinder.
I don't want to fly around Bone Grinder, but I'd like to invisibly look in her hut.
You start to fly past, and as you reach the curtain, you feel a shock. And there's a spark. You guys see a small
I'm like a bug
Like,
zapper.
bugs that went off?
exactly like a bug zapper. And she's like, now, how rude.
We mean you no trouble, fair maiden. We simply wish to recover the child. It's
Well, if you mean me no trouble, I'm sure you know the way out.
Is this part of your human attempts at decency?
well.
We do mean her trouble, and I would hate to sugarcoat it.
She's like, I've had goblins in my employ before. I'm sure I could find a job for you. You can stay. I'm not sure the rest of you would like it here. Except for you two.
Can she see us?
She doesn't necessarily make eye contact, but she seems to recognize your presence.
What did she say?
And you two.
Paladin, what are we waiting for? You think this can end amicably?
Fair maiden, we mean you no trouble. We need to find a child. And if you would be so gracious to point us in the direction of that child, we can go about our ways.
What do your senses tell you, Paladin?
Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. If we can avoid confrontation, save our spirits for a larger fight, perhaps it's simply the best way to do it.
If you think so, Paladin. I think he's gonna just draw an arrow and hold it at his hand at his side.
She smiles. Seems your goblin has spoken for you. She pulls her broom across and sticks a leg over it.
Oh, Jesus.
She's like, well. She pulls down her hood, and as she does, it's like she's coming out of water. And you see a hideous face of green skin, hair that's falling off. It almost looks like a rotted corpse. A long nose and nasty teeth.
And what?
And she screams. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, man.
Is it sunlight right now or is it dark?
It is daytime. There is no direct sunlight in here.
We get advantage.
Good thing you did.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Can we just
23.
steal that turn at the top of the turn?
Smokes. Okay.
18.
Very good. The sisters are on it.
Sister.
Bit.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay.
4.
15.
Oh, shit.
Feel a little more sprightly now.
Literally been next to Bit every single combat.
Yeah, we have.
Someone's got to hold up the rear.
Where's she at?
Ew.
Looks familiar.
Yeah. Hey, I just completed a hag. Do you want to use it? It's a. I just finished the figure. May I?
Do it, man.
May I?
Let's highlight
Mayo.
Steven's
Where did I put
painting
it?
skills.
I know where you put it, Steven.
No.
Yeah, I know too.
No, you don't. No.
In the land of up your butt?
It's actually like somewhere where it's kind of hard to get.
No, it's not.
I believe it's quite
It's not.
difficult to get to.
It is
I
quite
mean,
difficult.
it is. Yes,
Sometimes you need 2 fingers, sometimes 3.
There you go. Look at this one.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Much nicer.
Ugh. Ugh.
Much more foul.
You got a 22, right?
23.
23.
23. Okay, go. It's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to have her make a dex save.
Okay.
Oh!
Absolutely failed it.
Cool. Fairy fire.
What did you say?
Fairy fire.
Oh, I
Nice.
was gonna do that. Sister.
So she is marked and you have advantage,
Uh-huh.
and she gets no benefits of... read it all to me, please.
Outline and light. Objects and affected creatures shown in light. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage.
Ooh, that's so tight.
Can't benefit from being invisible.
That was
Trying to start a slow clap for you there.
Cinder. My. You do, and suddenly you see her, like... And you you see dim light starting
I really hope she comes closer.
to glow off of her. She's like, before her go, you see her raise a hand. And out of these bogs here, you see stakes that come up that have figures pinned to them. That are naked bodies that look near dead. And they look like all of you.
Oh no.
Just. And there's two tiny ones where you guys are splayed much like people who are anthropologists would butterflies pinned. Just in front of you. And did you guys make wisdom saves, please?
Don't we get it?
Probably not.
Natural 20.
Nope.
See, wisdom save.
14.
So not a great wisdom save, but a 10. Nonetheless.
That's a +0. So.
I got a 16.
16, 14,
Nat 20.
Just 10.
10. Okay. You 4 are frightened.
We can't be frightened during the daytime.
Dope. You two are frightened until the start of your next turn.
Until the start of our next turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
The end of our next
The
turn?
end of your
What?
next
Yeah.
turn.
I know I read it though.
Okay.
And now it is her go. And you guys are all still sitting right there, huh?
No.
Oh, is it
somewhere else.
frightened or surprised?
Frightened.
Okay,
Yeah, we can be
frightened.
Both of you guys are frightened until the end of your
What was
next
the
turn.
save though?
It was 15.
Oh, I passed it.
Oh, you did. Yes, my bad. You, and you did not. Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Master Dwarf does not give any.
Wait, why does it say
Well,
advantage
Brindle, I
on
believe you've got
saving
this in hand.
throws?
I'll be staying you.
No!
Yeah.
Spirits up, Michael. You just slew a two-headed goat.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Same thing as elves get.
We're going to need that shield of yours one more time, my friend.
She takes off in flight.
Oh, but I'm also invisible. So did she remember we were invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that matter?
It doesn't
She
honestly
might have
scare, I
of the
guess.
true sight.
One. You all know that Faye will also know how to see you. 2, that was just something that looked like it happened. That was not her action. You just saw those kind of rise. So she flies kind of over through here.
What do the green chunks symbolize?
I'm sorry, I didn't explain that. These are trees, like large tree trunks. This is boggy, murky water that you cannot really see through.
Oh. So don't step
Don't
on
know
this.
how deep. Alright. Well, she can't.
How far up in the air is she flying?
She's about 10 feet up.
Wait, we lost our I lost my invisibility when I cast Fairy Fire.
It's not concentration, it's just a racial ability.
That's right.
But it's as the invisibility
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is if you do an attack or...
Oh, okay.
You would have lost it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, if sisters sound invisible, I'm not invisible.
And in fact, she's going to. She looks at you and raises a hand as she's zooming across her broom.
Looks at which sister?
Cinder, you were the one who hit her with fire.
Fairy fire.
Fairy fire. She is going to cast. You just see what almost you can see ripples in the air from her hand. And there's some magic missiles coming at you.
Is she flying?
She is.
Cool, cool.
So you take 9 points of damage as these just. And you guys see Cinder almost spinning around.
Sister!
Is that a concentration check for Fairy Fire? I
Is
can't
it
remember if it's
concentration?
concentration.
It is, yeah.
What do I roll for con?
Please pass
It's a
it.
con save.
So just con.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh my god.
For a second, you guys see the the dim light she's shedding like flicker, but then Cinder shakes her head and seems to focus on it. Cecilia.
Let me check the range on something.
She's only about
This is
10
why you
feet
play
in the air.
fighters.
She's
You
10
only
feet in the
check
air.
range.
Mm-hmm.
You just run up and
Yeah,
smash
I
it.
got a little bit of that fighter. I'm half fighter, half rogue,
Yeah, you
which
do.
is like my favorite combo.
Dude,
I
that
think every character I play from now on might be fighter rogue.
dude, I'm
Can I
kind
have
of
her
I'm
make
kind of
a
eyeballing that
Constitution
goblin
save?
like disengaged.
She's the goblin, right? It's pretty fun. Now, granted, that is a rogue ability you
I
get
believe
also.
Oh, okay, really?
Failed.
So-
That's a 10.
Still nice.
Yeah. I gotta look more into rogues.
So
Yeah, rogues are cool. I've been feeling
it
rogues
would
lately.
be a con 12. So yes, she fails. She's gonna take 1d6 cold
Okay.
because it was frostbite.
Got it.
Big one.
All right.
Take that, you flying bitch.
Ooh! Ow!
Flying bit.
Flying bit.
You
Son
s-
of a bit.
You shoot the ray, and she kind of blocks it a little bit with the broom, but you can see frost form on her arm.
Good. I don't like her.
Michael.
Well, I'll just grasp my holy symbols. Light, stand to guide me. May the light stand to guide me. And I will cast Bless. And we're gonna toss.
On who?
Not us.
Not you, fairy ladies. But my
That's
guests.
how it feels.
We'll put
And as a
Bless.
reminder, there is one
You can use those
last
blue.
Blue?
reroll left.
I'll put Bless on my good boy Brindle, and myself, and our new friend Bit.
Thank you, cleric.
Oh, Michael, you shouldn't
Oh my
have
God.
on, mate.
All right, and I am still quivering a bit in. Yep.
Yeah, yep.
And then it goes away at the end of your turn. Is that right?
What does Spear do?
So you're.
Oh, frightened.
Means you can't move closer
okay,
to the
Mike.
target, and you have disadvantage on
to
attacks while you
Breathe,
see
right,
the
please.
target.
just after the.
It is bit your go.
Okay. I am going to knock an arrow and shoot her. Shoot her! I have advantage from fairy fire, disadvantage from fear. So just a regular old shot on her. 14.
Question. If an area is heavily obscured, we would have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Heavily obscured is
Fog
yeah, I
cloud
think
is
it is
what I meant.
disadvantage.
So we would have
Heavily
disadvantage.
obscured you can't see.
Yeah.
Fog cloud means nobody can
Yeah.
see. It's blindness.
But can we see out?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, it's complete. Nobody can see
I'm-
anything.
I'm-
No ranged attacks. No attacks of
What's an
opportunity.
ability?
So that I will. I'm sorry. I'm gonna run over to that tree stump over there,
Mhm.
behind it, please, and disadvantage. Try to hide.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Sorry. Bonus action. Try to hide.
Got it.
I don't know. How do you want me to do that?
You are blessed, right? So.
But bless only helps on saving
Oh,
throws
gotcha.
and attack rolls.
So,
Well,
broke
This is one of the things I always have trouble with. How does a rogue hide in the middle of a fight? You want me to just roll stealth and figure it out from there?
Yeah. You roll that. I'll give her a free perception check
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah, she got you.
She tracked.
She.
She was tracking.
In fact, you see one eye just turn on its own.
Oh no, please, both eyes.
That way, as the rest is scanning you.
Oh.
It's unsettling.
You think?
I think this might be a bit of
Brindle
frightening later.
No, he's gonna run straight in there and start swinging the great axe.
Alright, my man, she is 10 feet off the ground.
It's fine. We'll take it by the haft of the axe and just swing as high as we can.
Tight.
I'll give you disadvantage to hit her, but you can hit her from there.
Disadvantage being 13 plus 3 plus 5.
You got her.
Nice.
Being
That was
Generous.
pretty nice.
How does 8 damage look on her? She's just totally decimated by that lonesome 8, right?
You dig in to her leg, and you feel just
So because I'm underneath her, I don't get the broom?
Oh
That's
my
a
God,
reach.
you are
That's
reaching,
a
dude.
heavy
You are
reach.
reaching.
you're done.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Is
You
a
cheated.
save an ability check?
No.
Okay, that's all.
I tried, guys. I tried to get that broom.
That's like if you're rolling perception.
I got
There's
it.
basically 3 types of things: attacks, ability checks, saving throws. Those are really the 3
Gotcha.
d20 rolls.
Cinder,
sorry.
you are still frightened until the end of your turn.
Yup.
But you can do whatever within there. Can't move closer. Disadvantage to attack. Although advantage from fairy fire, so regular.
That's okay. Anyway.
I'm
You
keeping
gave him
that.
the extra reach there.
Will she make a wisdom?
It's a
So
bit of a
if
leap.
I have to, if I do
Jump.
an attack where she has to make a
Got-
save though, then it
got
doesn't
strong
matter.
legs.
So I'll have her make a wisdom save.
141 years old.
Cool. She
Yeah,
dissonant
this is the
whispers,
first time you've left.
3d6 psychic.
I'm no spring chicken, Michael, as you know.
And she moves as far away.
Uh huh.
He does.
14.
Mother trucker. I'm really not a fan of that.
Sorry.
14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, well, if you're dealing 14 damage, I guess I can go along with it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Take what we can get.
She hears you are like, and suddenly you almost all you.
Do I get a disadvantaged attack?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you're dead.
You two almost hear a cacophony of pixie voices, even though you know it's a spell, and she hears it, and she's like, no, and you can see her, and her just zoom off behind her hut. On this go, vines start to dig up from the ground. You're flying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fucking layer action.
On you. What is your armor class? 14?
Yeah.
Did not.
Oh.
Yep. Gotcha.
Oh, we got 18.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't roll that. Yeah. All right, and on you. No. So they try to. Vines kind of try to come up and whip you. They just can't find purchase. Hergo, there's no lasting effect from that, right? From Dissonant Whispers?
No, she's back in action.
Back in action. Okay.
And I'm still frightened, or that
No,
ended
that's
my
done
fright.
now. Yep. Alright, well she flies far higher this time. And no, in fact she comes over the bog. Still about 10 feet, but she's in the bog. And she looks at you since you hit her. And you're
You
doing
have
too
to
many.
You
double
have
fire.
done it. Congratulations, you have done it.
Double friendly fire.
we gonna have my first character death at Castle Mac.
You haven't had a character death yet.
It hurts. It does hurt.
I made Brindlebeard specifically
Fine.
able to be killed in
That
case
goes
that
away.
happened.
At least we don't rip up character sheets anymore.
Well, it's hard when they're on my computer.
Mine got ripped up in Sean's last game.
Uh-uh.
Are these kind of stale? I think they're kind of stale. They're not
Kinda
worth it.
stale.
I'll be the judge of that. They're kind of stale.
Yeah, they've been sent out
Glad
a while.
we've got a consensus.
Didn't know you were the popcorn judge.
I am now.
Alright, my man, I need you.
I'm still blessed when it
Oh,
saves.
right.
Okay.
Don't need it.
Still
Oh, no.
hashtag
Actually,
blessed.
this is just her attack.
Light with Lathander looking down upon us.
I'm gonna need it all. I managed to piss off the Genghis Khan.
Hold on, sir.
Looks like it's a good one.
If I can make him think I've done my job.
Okay.
Hmm.
16 AC, if that's...
Yes,
Okay.
it hits you. As she is up there, you see a finger come, and it almost looks like a toxic black ray hits you, and suddenly your arms are heavy. Your armor is heavy. You feel like you're sinking into the mud. You are enfeebled, my friend. You deal half damage with melee weapons attack that use strength until the spell ends. At each one of your turns, you can make a con saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
Ray of enfeeblement.
So you're
You dick.
moving up. You see her over, and she does it, and then you're just suddenly like
End of turn or beginning of turn?
at the end of your turn.
Cool.
Cecilia.
Can I cast double fairy fire?
It would do nothing.
Okay.
So yes,
I had to ask.
you can.
I had to ask.
I mean, I suppose if her concentration broke, you would have it on
still
there,
be up,
and it
but
would still be
Don't
up.
cross the streams.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cross the streams.
Can I get one of these?
I mean, when it comes to like asking stupid
You
questions,
said
I think
you
I've
didn't
hit
want
to. Yeah, but
the
I
ceiling
meant
for
just one-
tonight.
Oh man, trying to give somebody an inch. They're like, yeah, but can I crit her right now?
How far away is she?
She's
10.
10 feet off the water, but she's that
boy, over
she's
here.
that far away.
But
from
she's
so.
within 60
Have it.
feet of me.
Yeah.
Can I please have her make me another con save?
Yes.
Thanks.
She does.
That's gonna be.
She passed?
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Carry on.
She just. You tried to do something and it just
Druid
didn't
Rain's
work.
spell attacks at level 1 are fucking nonsense. They suck.
Level 1 spellcasters are a little difficult.
I can heal ya. I can create food.
Right, suppose we'll have to bring this one down a bit.
Michael, make just a wisdom, just a straight up wisdom check.
Alright.
Yep.
16.
You
You
realize
blessed
that
yourself.
Okay.
that broom is magic, and that you think if you could attack it specifically and get her off of it, you would have a much better time. You also know you're not going to run through a bog in your armor and hit her.
Yeah, well, just more up. Brenda, we might need to aim for that room. You might need to get some spring legs underneath you. I'll step forward just a bit in this bog, put the mace back on its hook, and grab a javelin from my back, and... Hurrah!
Feeling my age, old Michael.
Oh!
You are
It's a
blessed.
bit wide.
You are blessed.
Oh, yes. That'd be a 14. Oh, 18.
Hashtag
So do your
blessed.
damage, and I'll give her a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, only a 4.
Good job blessing yourself, old chap.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's DC 12 for her not to fall off.
Maybe you should roll that.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh no, that's okay. We appreciated the support, anyways, boys.
That was. I think that was the good choice.
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
That was a
was-
good choice. Yep.
But you guys see that anybody who was watching can see that being hit with that, she had to steady herself.
Oh man, Bit's tracking.
Hey, might I remind you that since I hit her broom as well with the fairy fire, it is also affected.
It is all in the area.
It is.
Doesn't
Through that.
change for me.
Through that.
Should have
Yeah.
had advantage,
Just in
I
case.
suppose. But
You're right. Good job.
And
no.
All right,
It
I.
didn't even matter.
Nope.
It's my turn. Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a
Actually,
shot at her.
can I?
I think it's actually Raven's turn.
I'm gonna shoot at her. It'll be
Where
a
was it at?
19, my dude.
There.
Yes.
that
12.
D4?
19
60
gets
on the money.
it.
Yeah, it's a longbow. It's longer than that. Isn't it?
Oh,
I think a
okay.
longbow is 120. I
I
think.
thought you might be a short man.
Nah, man, he's a fighter. He has.
What are you trying to say, Michael?
19.
Yes.
What have I
And
I didn't.
because I rolled with
I was
advantage,
just saying,
I do get
Bubbles
sneak
and
attack.
things with short in stature. Can't say
And
all.
I'm gonna invoke the goblin ability. Oh god, what's it called? Fury of the Small. I get to deal extra damage equal to my level once per long rest, which is like, okay, great. But hey, that's a goblin
That's tight,
ability.
man.
So I get to add 2 damage to whatever I roll here. 14 damage coming at her.
14.
Can you pass me a Twizzly boy or does anybody have a red vine? I keep eating these things. and
I
they're not.
ran out of red.
I think the RVs are all dead.
She
I'll
did
split
make
one
it.
with you if you really want to.
But you sunk it in, and you saw her go.
Nice. Then I will move behind that tree stump again
Go ahead and make that.
and
And I'll give her
attempt
her
to
free.
make a hide.
Yeah, she got me.
Again, you see eyes that don't move. The same.
Does
All right,
mean
I'll
she's
take it.
distracted from everybody else?
Is that snake attack? There?
What are
Oh
you
yes,
trying
you've
to
got
do?
advantage on the attack. Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
just
very
touching you,
nice,
buddy.
nice.
All right.
Nice.
I don't think this is going to be of much use. So he takes out his iron hand axe, and we're going to give it a hurl at her.
Okay. You got advantage.
Probably advantage than disadvantage for that range.
Yeah.
I would guess with a hand axe.
Hand axe. What, boo? 30?
Oh, that might be 30. That might be.
Go. Just do advantage.
You go.
DM says do advantage. I am blessed.
Are you using strength to throw it, or are you using
I am
dex to throw it?
I am using strength to throw it, so I think it's just regular
You can take
advantage.
5 foot.
Got it.
You can take 5 foot. Go for that.
Yeah,
A little bit of move. It's 20.
It's 20, yeah.
What?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
at 20, yeah.
So,
Got a 2.
Plus 2, plus 5.
Whoa, I don't know what you roll for
You
that.
just
he
plus
rolled
a
a
bunch.
14.
So 14
Plus two.
plus 5 for my strength, plus 2 for
Yes.
being blessed.
You
got it.
have advantage.
I
Roll it.
was,
No, you had advantage.
but I threw it with strength.
It's just damage.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's just damage I need to know.
Did you crit?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Alright, roll your damage, my dude.
6 damage total.
So 3 damage.
What was that?
Here's her dexterity save. She failed.
Nice.
You see a hand axe hit her fall, the broom go on one side, and her hit the water. And she goes under.
Okay.
Blub,
Right.
blub, motherfucker.
My turn?
What's this?
Lovely. Cool. I'm gonna move here, and I'm
Brindle,
going.
it was a good shot, but I'm not quite sure it's the best move.
Well,
Well, I'm going to move right here, and I'm gonna mage hand and catch her broom.
Yeah.
Give the
You
dwarf
can.
a broom.
I'm going to give you to catch it. I'm gonna just make it an attack roll, but it's gonna be a super low difficulty.
Do you have advantage right now?
On the broom, yes, you do, because you have it.
Fairy fire.
Right, bit of fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.
Nice.
You go a spectral hand. You see as it almost looks like the broom's about to hit the water. Grab it.
Awesome.
Tight.
And I'll pull it back in towards us. Sister.
Very nice.
that was.
Sister, I got it, sister.
Destroy it, sister.
Sister, I ordered a pizza.
Master pizza, sister.
Master pizza? Is that like the master sword? Just pizza for us?
For a second, you think you can see a fading light. And
Oh.
then
Wait. Hold on. One last thing.
some
Sean will
placing
never
it
allow
somewhere
pixies
else.
ever again.
Placing it somewhere else to do something. You're like, oh.
Nope, that's
hold
it.
on.
That's it. I just needed to check my shit. I'm good.
You see a fading dim light disappear under the water, and then
Oh, did that bitch Misty step?
Oof. Did. Oh, B.
Rich.
Did that bit Misty
Did that hurt
step?
it?
Bit does not have Misty Step,
Bert.
no.
It does not have misty step.
she sees you
It
holding the
does not
broom,
have.
and she's hitting you with another magic missile. 10 damage.
Jeebus.
Sister.
No. We can't lose a
Oh,
pixie
wait.
chick.
She already hit me once this.
For 9.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She hit you for 9 earlier, but not this go round. No,
No, but 9. Yeah, I'm down.
you're down.
Yeah, because I was at 4 minus whatever she just got me for.
10. Yes.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sister.
You see wings being hit by invisible things. The broom drop, and you see a small figure hit the mud.
Which one of you ladies is the L? 4? Oh, that would be it. Okay.
That was her.
Left and right.
Cecilia.
Okay.
Finally, also. left and right.
Yeah.
Cecilia's gonna run down and cradle her sister and cast Healing Word. And then I'm gonna take the broom. Oh, let me do my Healing Word first. So my charisma is a...
Your wisdom.
I'm sorry, my wisdom is a +2 modifier.
Is that a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Oh,
I
no,
can't. It's metagaming.
No, I can't because it's a regular spell. I can't do Fairy Fire.
No, that's not what I was
Okay.
gonna say. I was.
So
4.
2 plus... So you got 4 HP. And then I'm gonna grab the broom and fly
How will you grab the broom?
with my hands, sir.
Okay. I'm going to need you to make a strength check because it is a full-size broom.
Cool.
Oh god.
And you make
I
strength checks.
You're at
disadvantage. I'm a tiny pixie.
Giving you good strength juju over here from Fighter's Corner.
20.
Disadvantage. So
I still got a 12.
You got it. Every bit of you is like, you pick it up by the bristles,
Yeah.
and you start flying labored. You
Nice.
think your little arms are gonna fall off.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sister, get up, sister!
Michael.
Alright, is this... So this was difficult terrain?
It is.
Be a bit difficult over there. Okay.
Is difficult terrain half move?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mother
One.
trucker.
2, 3. And I've got 4 more javelins. Well, excuse me. Now I've got 3 more javelins. Send another one away. She got advantage on this.
Blessed.
You do. Oh, you do not have advantage.
Yeah, Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire
go.
did 4.
But you are still blessed.
Ooh, a 15.
That does not hit her.
Oh, just shy. Alright, that's it for Michael.
Okay. Bit.
All right. Man, now that she's focusing on them, Bit is going to bonus action attempt to hide by moving around the back of that. Are there any other grasses or anything? Because he's like 3 feet tall.
Yes.
Anywhere else he could hide? Like on the other side of the bog? Rather?
Yeah, I think the entire bog, it would, let's say, is covered in marsh.
Okay. So I'll move a little bit. He obviously can't go that far since it's difficult. And he'll try to hide in like a patch of grass.
All right.
Bonus action to try to hide.
I'm gonna give her disadvantage.
Well, I rolled a 27.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So
Alright, and then through my sniper's hide, he'll draw and try to whack her.
Whacker.
I was getting ready.
Whack her.
That's my job to repeat the stupid shit.
And that would be 25.
25 damage.
Sorry, 20. No, 23. 23 on the hit roll.
Yes, 25 damage.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely
I was
25 damage.
How?
I mean,
Do you kill her?
my
Right? That's
man
what you're
like
gonna say?
smoked the last guy for.
Wow. Wait, it was
10 damage.
not me, but Thunder. Fair enough.
No, you have.
You fired
are
an
the fa-
arrow,
you
and
are-
you guys in front see her just.
All right.
Tight. Is it my turn yet?
So Bit's doing a job. Brenda,
Question:
get up here.
Movement. Do I go to 10 or 15? Because I have movement 25 for difficult.
You
terrain.
go.
10.
You'd get to go 2 squares.
Good.
One too many, I guess.
Charger,
Move
man.
back 1.
No, you're good.
No, I
You're-
moved 15. I've got heavy armor.
Aren't you proficient in it?
Well, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it
think
still does
you
30?
only
Okay.
lose.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you only lose the speed if you're not proficient in it, but I could be wrong about that.
Well, we'll see. I'll
Yeah,
tell you what.
well-
I'll look.
Yeah.
Brenda, you do yours.
We're gonna charge her. We're gonna.
Dash in.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make 2 con saves because I don't think you made one last time from the enfeeblement. So
4.
okay, but you have one. You have
4
another one now.
4 plus 5, so 9.
No. So now here's this current turn.
7 plus 4, so 11.
Probably true.
I believe if it's a
If it
saving
saves-
throw,
if it
you've got
saves,
a bit
I
of bless
am blessed.
from
Yeah,
the ancient
I would
gold
use
with Thunder.
First one, and then for this one, so 13. Oh, cool.
You as you
Thunder
start trying to
smiles
run
today.
through the mud, You can feel the strength return as you reach her.
Riha, you have your armor reduces your speed by 10 feet unless you have a strength score equal to or higher than the listed score.
Well, beautiful.
And for your heavy armor, what are you wearing?
Oh, some
Cinder.
chainmail.
Question.
Listed
Yes.
score of strength 15.
What we decided
certainly
is
have
to
that.
drink a healing potion.
Bonus
A
action.
bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I get how much back was that?
2d4 plus 2.
One of the best house rules,
I'll-
making potions
I
bonus
will.
actions.
Also,
I dashed in, so
couldn't swing.
can't swing. Can I burn my action surge to
Yes.
swing?
Yes, you can.
Sure can.
So we're gonna do that and while you heal. Yes.
12, 13 plus 5, 18.
Yes, you got her.
What's that? 3 plus 3, 6.
6 more than she had.
You guys see her robes are tearing. There's a lot of sags all over the place, just like, and it almost looks like there's mold and moss growing on her.
Just a bit of moldy nip there.
Gross, Riha.
Okay, so that was your bonus action, Cinder.
I'll never
What you gonna do
forget
for
that.
the rest?
Appreciate.
Will you have her make a wisdom save?
Yes, I will.
How wise is she?
She
Supposed
looks
to be.
she's pretty
White
wise.
line.
She got a 15.
Yeah.
Had to beat an 11. Half damage. Okay, got it. We're doing dissonant whispers again,
Mother trucker.
and
Does she get pushed back though? If
not with
it's-
this one.
Okay.
because it's
Every time I get to her, they're like, dissonant whisper, you're a target away.
10
10 damage.
halved.
5.
Halved. Okay. And she does not flee?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Would you like to stand up?
Can I use my move if I've already done bonus action?
Yeah, it's
half
and
your
I can
move
use
to
my.
stand up.
Okay, I will stand up and fly, like hover,
10
like 10 feet,
Yeah, that would be half.
just so I'm
Just a
not
bit.
in those weird graspy.
So, you see her, you see Cinder, for being healed, drink a small potion, and then flip the muck and mud off of her wings and fly up a little bit as she's like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." And again, you can hear the pixie cacophony almost. That was Cinder. Okay. You are right here. You see as her hand goes, claws just extend. And she goes to hit you. She got you.
Yes, she did.
Brendel, go!
Oh, it's gonna take more than some claws to take. Oh, now. Oh, it might actually just take claws.
You take 14 points.
oh my god.
Bye.
She grabs his helmet, I'm assuming, and just wrenches
Your boy's
through
at
his
8
neck.
now.
You're fine.
Your boy's fine.
You're fine.
Cecilia.
Cecilia.
But as you look, she is, I mean,
Your boy will.
what you
actually be
assume
fine.
is blood, I mean, just black, thick, almost like oil is starting to come out, and she's looking a bit frantic.
Only a bit.
Second wind is.
So I am holding her broom right now, and I would like to try to damage it with acid
Okay.
by doing primal savagery, which would be a roll to hit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's a 10. A 10 is what you're looking for.
Okay.
Actually, no. Don't bother with that. You're holding it. It can't fight back.
Okay.
So just roll damage.
Okay. So it's 1d10.
Do it.
It's all good. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's just 2.
As you're like holding it, you just start
Acid comes from my fingers.
and you just start tearing into it, and you see it start to seep into it, and it seems like it's just starting to burn. And in fact, as it does, you almost feel like you can hear a tiny scream.
Ugh.
Oh, and then I would like to use a bonus action
Okay.
of a healing word. How far are you from? Where are you?
I'm literally right next to
Oh,
her.
tight. So I can get him within 60 feet. Yeah. Okay. So 1d4. I'll roll it for you.
plus.
I have a 2.
Well, that's happening. Michael,
So you
you
get
can
4.
go. She is right there.
All right. Pull out the old mace. Come on in. I've got your back, Brendan. I'll hit with a...
Yes.
All right. And we will use the divine light of Lathander to burn this bitch to the ground. All right. We'll use a divine smite. Is she a fiend?
Fae, fiend,
No,
or
she is a
celestial.
fae. She is fae.
Do you get
Are
that
you
on
sensing
I think it's
Fae?
not
other
a thing. It's just
Fae,
fiend or
Fiends and
celestial.
undead.
Yeah, something like that.
You're right.
But either way,
Fiends
not
and undead.
quite. So, divine smite coming down. A total of 9 radiant and 9 physical.
Is my boy Michael coming up with that clutch kill again?
Not quite. Not quite.
You finally make it there. Pull yourself out of the mud. Swing high, and as she is holding, frankly, your dearest friend left, you just bash into her collarbone. And it just drives her down. It looks almost as if you've broken an arm. And she's... And you can see that the smite burned. Just burned up her sides. But she ain't dead yet. But she is,
like to consider reconsider.
she is barely holding on.
All right. Well, Bit will do the same thing. Bonus action to try to hide and sneak along the bog. Just trying to get moved from sniper's hide to sniper's hide. I guess I am.
Alright.
Well, it's just a check, right? I got a 10.
Oh. You managed to hide.
Oh, wow.
She
It
rolled
moved me a
poorly.
little bit. I think I'd have to move there.
Right?
Then we'll try to shoot from the sniper's hide. Still hashtag blessed. 26.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers steal my kill.
7 damage. How do you... Okay.
You can see that she is bristling with arrows. She's been smout.
Oh, what's up, y'all? Big raid coming in right now. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Thank you guys for the raid. Really appreciate that. It is forged at the table. We appreciate the raid, guys.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
You guys have come into a fight in a hag's bog, so she's looking
The old hag.
pretty wrecked.
Ye old hag bog, we're gonna swing that great
I
axe
almost
at
made
her
a Yo
again.
Mama joke, but I really like your mom.
7 plus 5.
What does it be?
12?
12?
12.
Does that hit her? Oh my god, no. Absolutely not.
It's a nice try, Grendel. It's not
Oh,
it's not
no.
quite.
She's honestly just kind of dodging at this point because she's so frantic. That
Yeah.
You
As a bonus action, I am going to use second wind and
Yeah.
get some.
Totes.
do it. Cinder.
7 plus 2, so 9. left
Damn.
back.
Why did I even waste my healing word on you?
I told you I would be fine.
I know, but I'm
Alright, so she's looking real messed up.
She's looking real messed up.
Cool. I am. You're holding on
To
to
the
her broom, and I'll say, sister, hold on. And I will mage hand the broom
Okay.
again.
Alright.
Can I move it while she's on it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to. I can move mage hand freely, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll move that as I'm flying 30 feet away.
Mhm.
I'm not going to go near her place.
Bug zapper windows.
Let's just say even here.
Okay. Go for it.
At
All
that
right.
point, the DM had enough and still bug zapper windows.
I'm not quite sure what the lady's up to over there.
Just give her more mace and
Sister.
more axe.
Okay, so we figured out that she can see us when we're invisible.
Yeah.
For sure.
We did not necessarily establish
Okay,
that.
then I will call out. Sister, turn invisible if you can.
Okay, sister. So the broom is now invisible.
Well, on your turn.
Okay. Which is after your turn. Yes.
Okay. She is swinging on you again. my
Oh,
friend.
what kind of
you roll
bullshit
you
is that?
you roll at disadvantage because you are in fact.
The protection says,
She does not get you.
Hashtag protected.
I've got your back, Brindle.
Oh, thank you, Michael. You always one to gather me up
Brindleback Mountain.
Cecilia.
Is our
Spell set.
invisibility
What
an
in
action
place?
or
Yeah.
a bonus action?
Sometimes,
You all
never
have
know.
to tell me, frankly. I don't know.
sometimes in the lonely mountains.
Is our invisibility a bonus
Is that
action
another
or
dwarf
an
joke?
You cast that as the spell.
Okay,
White
you
boy.
cast it as a spell, so-
Hey, 2 of the mods from D&D Beyond were involved in that raid, so shout out, guys. We're big fans of Beyond. In fact, we're
Hey!
trying to
Beyond!
homebrew.
Oh my god, look at our Beyond right now!
We're using some of
You're
the
beyond excited right now.
some homebrew content right
And
now.
they've left.
Sorry,
Well,
guys.
it was worth
Yeah.
it while they were here.
So,
At least we got
you
that
turn
joke in.
invisible. The broom goes invisible suddenly.
That's not what I want to do. That was
Oh,
my
sorry.
question.
All right.
I wanna continue to melt it with acid.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
That was kinda
Primal
hard.
Savagery is a bonus action.
No, it's just a regular.
Regular.
So you're
I
not
didn't.
going to.
I didn't do any action.
I got you.
Yes, I just want to melt it.
Sister, what are you doing?
Sister, it's the acid sister.
It's the acid
8.
system.
Damage.
8 acid damage.
the Acid Sisters.
You, are just pouring acid, and your wings are just spraying it against this broom.
I feel like I'm probably crying like, sister!
And it's just, and you see, you're right there, just happened to be that it's starting to just melt this broom.
I would
to
like
pieces.
pat her back while I'm mage handing the broom up.
It's definitely not quite destroyed, but it's clearly melting in on itself. Michael.
Oh,
Well,
Michael, I
hold
think
a
it's
little bit.
time you
We'll see if we can get a bit of mace action in here.
took this girl down.
Ooh, would be a 16.
I'm afraid
Oh,
not, dude.
afraid
Don't
not.
you have any more inspiration?
No.
I have an
Always
inspiration, but I haven't needed it.
Nice.
Oh, well, damn, y'all.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get cocky and then I'm gonna die.
Alright, Bit will try to creep along again. I think he has to move out of the hide, to
Yeah.
give it a shot. It'd be a 19.
You got it.
Keep her occupied.
Oh, we're trying, Master Bit.
And I will, from the sniper's hide comes the arrows.
Yeah.
26.
Yes.
Let's say it's at least a 19.
26 for my d8s. There we go. I think they were all used on that last smite. Oh, minimum damage. 5 damage.
How do you
Maybe
feel?
it's that seat.
How do you feel?
Maybe it is.
She is. Another one goes through the back of her knee.
Oh,
she's
God.
barely hanging on. Brindlebeard. In fact, she's much Danny DeVito penguin just coughing ichor.
Oh,
You got it, Brindle!
the axe of missing again.
Oh, Brindle, no!
Yep.
The axe of missing.
Don't maybe,
Cinder.
Those green dice might not be the
You
best.
can see your sister
Master
destroying
Brindle?
this broom, and you see her.
Sister, do it, sister. Let's just try something though.
Oh, I have a thing I can do. And
One out the green dice.
what is your poisony thing that you do?
It doesn't matter. It's gonna hit no matter what.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration
Michael.
to Michael. So you get to roll an extra d6 to an attack.
Alright, feeling a bit.
Pixie flute.
Sister, the
Sprite,
music you
like-
That is my
beautiful.
No,
bonus
no,
action?
no, no, I've got. No, your dice. Oh, come on.
Yeah, that is my
They're
bonus
not the best. They
action.
have gone cold, right?
So with my action, I'm going to create a minor illusion in her 30 feet. I can't do it.
No. You can move.
Literally any other dice.
Are you holding on to Mage Hand for that broom?
That's not a concentration.
Okay.
Oh wait. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. So I'd have to mage hand again right now, as my action, right? Does mage? No, that's a minute.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You're holding on to it.
Yeah. Then I'll just say I'm good with that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't have any other.
No funsies.
Mm-mm.
That's pretty good. She is...
Oh, I'll just say I'll move us with the mage hand even further away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
2 pixies stealing a hag.
Melting
Struggling
in
against
acid.
it, trying to carry it.
Disadvantage.
I'm afraid not, my dude. She's shooting you with some magic missiles.
I didn't like that.
Yeah,
you take 10
you
damage.
wouldn't.
Fight.
He's fine.
Oh, I'm fine. I was almost back up
fine.
to max health.
I try to throw my shield in the way, and they just sort of peel her out. Oh, Brindle, no!
You see them move across, and I mean, it's from her now broken arm from your smite. And she's trying to back up.
You're going to have to do better than that, hag.
Cecilia,
I'm gonna keep melting that room.
go for it.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Another 3.
the fight
Another
is
3.
going on.
Another 3 acid.
Yeah.
I don't know how effective.
She's doing Lathanda's work.
It's coming down. It's mostly just the amount of acid you have to put on from your tiny body.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
and
got a
so-
tiny body.
It's melting. And it's starting to go. You realize you could probably just stop doing it and it'll probably just keep melting?
Yeah, like I just don't care though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to just, you find it evil. I get it.
I hear, yeah.
Michael.
All right, another base coming in. Oh,
You
Don't forget
are
you can add-
bardically inspired.
Bardic.
So you
You
Yes,
can add a
it would
d6
be-
to it.
Do it.
let's go ahead and use that Bardic's inspiration.
That
Especially
flute
mighty
was so
fine ladies.
beautiful.
I believe that is a 12, 16, 21.
Got it.
All right.
Take her down, buddy. Take her down.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, only for 5 damage.
How do you kill her?
How do you kill her?
Yeah!
The mace comes down across her face, raking those spikes across it, yanking her jaw clean off.
That's so gross.
You guys see exactly that. The mace digs in. You see the jaw get ripped and just black oil and ichor just. And you can, and it continues, and it seems like it's coming out of almost all of her body, and she's almost melting, and back into the bog. She just kind of drips in and submerges. Immediately, the forest and the bog seem to take on just a lighter. Like it almost feels like the sun is starting to pierce. And you hear
A baby crying.
a baby laughing.
Sister!
In fact, in the hut.
That brings me such joy.
Sister, do you
Let's
hear
go.
Rindle, are you all right, good friend?
What do we do
I'm
with her broom?
fine.
Is
It's
her
going to take
broom-
more than
did
a
anything
minute
happen
to
to
take
it?
down.
Bit would be running for
We're
them.
holding on to
hut.
the broom.
Yeah, can
so
we
this-
just drop
It's
it?
melting.
Okay,
It's
just-
melting.
well,
Let's just drop it.
You Bit is the first one in, and you see what is frankly not that strange to you. I mean, from some goblin quarters, but there's a small crib, circular. It has runes written all over it, crystal set on top, and you just see a baby. It's the exact same looking baby that you thought Betha was earlier, and it's just a baby's giggle.
Well, it looks like we weren't too late.
Bit, any luck in there?
I think it kind of like,
Sister, the baby.
Bundle up the baby.
baby.
I mean, he's only 3 feet tall, so he'd come out like carrying it.
And as you do, it's a little awkward. It's still giggling and like doing smiles. It grabs your goblin nose.
I believe it likes you there, Bit.
Can we
like
get
taking a
there
bit of a
and,
liking
like,
to
just
ya.
fly around it?
Can we fly around it and sprinkle like little
You
pixie
guys-
butt dust?
You guys
Butt dust.
now have the reaction that you get from all babies.
Yes.
Pixies. Like this baby's eyes are lighting up. It's making it's laughing. It's
We're
been a
so
long
happy
time since
to
either
have-
one of you have heard just a baby's laughter, and it feels. You know that this is a real
Yeah.
baby.
Feels good, Brindle.
we're so happy to have found you, Master Betha.
Master baby.
Bit. Master might be a bit excessive for the
I
baby.
thought that's what humans called each other to show respect.
As you guys
we'll
start
just
to
let him
head
take
out, almost the same way that you saw the summer court, you see what looks like a thin veil blowing in the wind and an image behind it. Except this looks like it might be a male archfey. And it's almost like a window or a door standing right in front of you. I'm afraid you don't know what you're doing. That baby would be a princess. She would want for nothing. And my people could continue living. I would request that I have it. And you can see that it almost looks like it's still pushing through a curtain. Not quite through.
A princess, sister. A princess.
A princess, sister.
That is not their life to give, as Bit has stated previously.
It wasn't the way she was born.
Humans have babies all the time. And in fact, they already have a single child. Many more lives in the Fae depend on this.
Doesn't work that way. It's not a commodity to be shared. The child's not yours, and if you want her, you'll have to fight us for her.
Fight you, I cannot do now.
How unfortunate then.
I shall remember this insult to all of the Glooming Court. And you see it fade. And you feel like you can walk through. And in fact, you do.
Hope I made the right decision. One of you carry her, please.
Slide, put my arm on Bit's shoulder, and well, Bit, it's not always the easiest choice, but I think we've made the right one here. Congratulate you, sir. It's been mighty fine working with you.
You as well. Well fought.
Let's get this baby back where she belongs.
The bog in the wood seems to be already coming back to be green. It feels lighter as you go past the oak that looked gnarled and strange. It's already grown the typical amount of leaves and green grass for the springtime. You see a couple animals, almost look like they're filtering out back to the farm.
animals.
Yeah, like
Oh, good.
livestock. The fields look greener. It looks beyond Crypt Garden, which lays at the back of you. It looks pretty serene. And Bran is outside chopping wood, and he looks up and sees you
Holding a baby.
holding the baby. Who's holding the baby?
I would hold it, but I couldn't, so.
Yeah.
Master Bran!
You see him drop the axe and make, I'm afraid!
Get him holding his book like it's the baby.
Nice. That's a good prop.
You see Amafrey come
Go
out
get him
as
a-
if she's been
The
waiting.
unicorn.
Lander, her son, they come running. Bran comes running. And they all almost collapse around you and take the baby out of your hands.
Best case scenario.
Oh!
Best case scenario, sister.
Yes,
Best case
sister.
scenario.
Yes, sister.
They're crying, in complete joy, but it is an uncontrollable sobbing. The three of them. They are.
I'm probably crying too, flying around them.
Michael, why are they crying? They should be happy.
They are tears of joy, my goblin friend. Tears of joy. I'll lay my
Brindlebeard
hand,
is laughing along, with
lay
them.
my hand down on the lad's shoulder and say, I gave you my word, good boy, and your sister has been returned.
I knew you would. I knew all of you would. Had pixies, a knight, dwarf, best archer I've ever seen.
Not a
Thank you.
Totally not a goblin.
I take the compliment, Master Child.
Bran's like, we'll have another dinner. I think some of these issues around here will at least have been solved for now. But I'm sure that won't be the end of it. But I thank you for what you've done.
Are there any stones outside right now? I
Yeah.
imagine that there are. So I'm gonna pick up 3 stones and give them to him as magic stones, like the cantrip, just for him to have as a keepsake from pixies.
He happily takes them. Thank you.
You
Should you ever need us, Master Bro, you know where to find us.
You throw those stones anytime someone comes for your baby sister.
He's like,
Because sisters are precious.
Sister.
Sister.
sisters are precious. I'll protect her. Thank you. And then he goes to like touch you each. on your
I'll
head,
hold out
on
like
your
a little
heads.
teeny tiny hand.
Are we staying for dinner, or are we just kind of turning around and leaving?
Oh,
It's
I believe
it's a
it would
dinner.
only be polite to stay for dinner.
Also, I am hungry.
We
Hungry.
will end with you all flying and walking in to the Lackman homestead. And as you guys do, the camera pans out and you see the same scene, but being viewed through a crystal ball. And you see that same figure watching. And that's where we end.
All right. Fun one-off. Thank you.
That was good.
That was
good.
great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank
big
you.
shout outs to Shogun and Chancellor 87 who allowed us
Thank
to get
you.
2 rerolls, one of which was clutch.
Chancellor.
Thank you for the raid. That was really awesome. Oh gosh, what was the party called?
Forge
I
at
can't
the
remember
Table?
now.
Forge
Yes,
at the
Forge
Table.
at
Yeah,
the Table.
my
Thank you. That
house.
was awesome.
Thank you.
You guys can catch us regularly on Sunday nights at 7:30 Eastern Time for Curse of Strahd. Tuesday nights at 7:30 Eastern for Princes of the Apocalypse. Those are ongoing games. They're a blast. You guys can find us obviously everywhere: Twitter, YouTube, all at Castle Mac. But really appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. That was fantastic.
That was
A lot of
Our
Thanks,
pleasure.
everyone.
Sean,
was a
thank
pleasure,
you. That
my
was
friend.
some
Yeah,
excellent
thank you,
DMing. That was a great
Hi,
story.
always.
That was-
Excellent playing.
that was
Thank you for
awesome.
bearing
Let me
with
get in
me.
here. Let me get in here.
Yeah.
Ah.
Am I getting?
Yeah, you
Lid,
don't get
lid.
The sister
Transfer. I
connection.
get it. Oh, thank you, Fan Rand. You're a beautiful man.
Thank you
Appreciate
guys. That was an at work.
That was
John came up
adventure.
with that today. It was a last minute. Mr. Riha, thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Glad I
Hope you
could be here
enjoyed
to
it.
participate.
All right, guys, gonna shut it down. Let's see if there's anyone else we can raid to keep the love going. I didn't see a whole lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff going on right now, but I will take a quick look. Let's see, where is some Dungeons and Dragons? Apologies. We'll make this quick. We'll take whoever's live.
Anybody? In the
We got a
comments
little
has
bit.
one?
We got a little bit going on here. We've got. I'm looking for a small channel because they need the love. Here we go. Here's another live play called. Let me get the party name. Dungeon and Dragon. Just singular. Just a
Dungeon
single
and
dungeon.
one
A
dungeon.
single
One
dungeon.
dungeon.
Dragon.
Just one and one.
dungeon.
That
And
seems
one
manageable.
dragon.
One
Here
dragon.
we go. Shogun. Sean DMs Tuesday nights. I DM Sunday night. It's mostly the same crew. We have 1 or 2 people rotate out.
Yeah.
Sean is on Sundays. Our friend Jeff is on both nights, but we have our friend Andrew on Tuesday. So it's mostly similar crew. And we will be doing another short-term one coming up in Wednesdays soon, probably mid-May. All
We'll
right,
be back on tomorrow.
we'll be back on tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And we just raided, so let's hear what they have to say about the raid.
Tastes great.